Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. I am going to hide this screen for a second because I do need to set my territory war. I'm sure that this guild doesn't care what I show on their territory war, so I'll set it up on screen. But I did just put it out, and we already have people signing up. Roster reviews are live now. If you want a roster review, go visit the link in the description, and you'll be able to get yourself a roster review. We're having a little bit of a roster review extravaganza. As always, you can donate $5 to have me roast anyone's account if you want to give me an ally code, or you can donate to skip the line and get to the top of this list. But we just go straight from the top to the bottom for our Discord. Let me just throw down my defenses while people are looking things up. Okay, so this team, I won't say what, but this team goes here. Let's see, that team right there. We're gonna swap out you for, we want, who is it? You. Add the Datacron. There we go. I don't see any orders, so I'm just gonna throw my stuff in the back because all of my stuff on this account is pretty garbanzo beans at the moment. Pretty garbage. So we are going to throw a Geonosian team on defense because, you know, why not? And then we'll throw one more team just to get banners. And I'm thinking we do our... We're not in 3v3, so it might be a better idea. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I have an IG88 ready to go yet. I do not. So what I'm going to do, instead of our HK47 lead that we were using, we're going to use you with you, and then you, and we'll use you. There we go, a good little scoundrel team, you know? And there's our defenses. They are absolutely beautiful, I can tell you that for sure. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you over on Twitch. As for the rest of you, it's good to see all of you. I apologize for interrupting. What was the event? The newest Kill Tony live event. I apologize for interrupting your regularly scheduled programming. I know I am the worst. But let me finish setting my territory war defenses, and then we will hop right into some roster reviews. And judging by how many messages I'm seeing pop up, I'm guessing I'm going to start the 5-minute timers up again. Which is a little unfortunate just for the simple reason that I need to figure out how to make it easier for myself. Good. I just got invited, so I'm doing some collabs. We've been invited to a certain podcast, and so I'll be on a podcast this Thursday. And then, of course, for those of you who are members, we do have a members-only stream going on with Scribe this weekend. So we're gonna have a fun time. Okay. Went 3-0 this time. Congratulations, Jonas Mickelson. That's awesome, dude. I also went 3-0. I don't know actually how this account did. We're going to have to check how this account did for our last round. Dang, we can't actually check. We'll check through the rewards in just a moment. Everyone, make sure you sign up for Grand Arena. Although we do have 24 hours to pick apart your roster, see if you can fit a Panic Farm in, and get yourself some better mods, perhaps. So, 1 and 2, Wampa and Trey are the goats. Absolutely, lady. Don't be like Barry. I don't know. Hold on, let me see if I can find a message about Barry. 3-day convention, Astro DB. What kind of convention was it? I don't know what happened with Barry. Did he, like, forget to put his mods on before he signed up for Territory War or something? Okay, we got an Omicron. How close are we to another? A little ways away. Yep, so he full cleared us. Overall, not a bad showing for our free-to-play account over here in Carbonite 2. Looks like we're going to hang out in Carbonite 2 a little bit longer. I don't know if you guys noticed as we were setting our territory war defenses, but big news for the free-to-play. Oh, yeah, he forgot to sign up for GAC. That's right. And so he got 0 points for his team for the GAC tournament. We do have a Relic 6 Darth Vader. Hopefully Relic 7 by next week. But for now, a Relic 6 Darth Vader. Going to go to Relic 7, and then I'll start building up materials to get our BT and Trip up to Relic 5 ASAP. Big holdup on this account is definitely Chirotex, but we did spend just a few crystals that we had saved up from our huge successes in early Carbonite to be able to get ourselves a Relic Darth Vader for this next week of GAC. So, 15 up from here. I will take a look at it for you, Papa. I do apologize, Sovereign Winter. It's been so crazy trying to start up the new channel and everything. I will take care of it, I promise. Papa. S on Poggle. It's all good. We'll watch it later. I'm missing it, I think. I don't see a long message from you besides the original one where I already apologized for that. Hey, Big Ninja. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm getting distracted by you guys. Hold on. Let me set my GAC defenses so we can hop into some roster reviews. I need that Datacron. Throw that on defense. Let me just double check how many defensive teams I'm supposed to put in for my guild. They put in announcements nowadays, don't they? We are putting down 6 squads per player. Okay, that goes there. Okay, so that there, that there, that there, that there, that there. Okay, I think I got it. No, not GAC defenses. Sorry, territory war defenses. Did I accidentally say GAC defenses? Oh, I already forgot. Is this one supposed to be... Oh, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so then I just gotta put down... Okay. Huh. It's an interesting defense. Let's do it. Dark side. I want you... But without you, I'm gonna swap you out for you. I'll give you that. Hello, Heather. I have no idea what that word is. But hello, welcome, welcome. Wampa or SLKR? Show us the defense. Wait, I have a question. Wampa or SLKR? What about Wampa or SLKR? Like, are you asking which I prefer? And no, I'm not showing you the defense of my guild. I've told my guild that I will not, I will not put their territory war stuff on here. Like, I'm down to do territory war attacks on stream. Like, I can do that, but I'm not going to show off our defense whatsoever. Hello there, English. You're not going to like my Savage. You guys are distracting me again. Okay, it's that team. Like, I can't even say it out loud because I don't want to, you know, ruin my guild's defenses. So I can't, like, remind myself out loud. So I keep almost stumbling and telling you guys what I'm putting on defense. Okay, next up is that one. So that'll be 4 or 5 teams, and then I just gotta place a fleet. That one right there. Sounds good. I don't wail. I will take a look in just a moment. Hey, hola, Rabbit Beaver. I don't recall. I'm a believer in a Gear 12 Savage and Wampa is enough. Enough what? To get stomped? Narrate it like Arnold does. Dude, the way that Arnold acts is exhausting. I love him to death, but like I have no idea how he has that much energy. What is this guild? Oh. Wow. Good luck, my friend. Good luck. You are in a guild that's a little over its death, my friend. Jeez, that's insane. Basically everyone has all of the GLs. I think he's literally powered by kyber crystals. Do you like beef in your pasta, or are you normal? Define beef in my pasta. Because, like, meatballs are delicious, and I'm pretty sure they're made out of beef, typically. I mean, I've had turkey meatballs before. You know, I've had lasagna with, you know, beef in it. So what do you mean by beef in your pasta? Papa, he's never gonna catch my message about Discord roster review. It might have gotten deleted by the auto mod. That might have happened. Oh, Lamy, I've got it. You asked dogs or cats. Personally, dogs, but I do like cats. That's insane. I don't will. Beef or sausage? I mean, if it's on hand, I would prefer sausage. But, like, if it's not on hand, I'm gonna use beef. Like, I don't know. I'm not picky. Okay, that's the last defense team that I think I need to set. Let's see. 1 there, 2 there, 3 there, 4 there. And then 5, and then the ship is 6. Okay, sweet. My defenses are done. And now that's done, we're actually going to open this account through the PC. Just because there's not a point to using this for roster reviews. They haven't lost since last July. Jeez, almost a full year of winning territory wars. You got this, I don't wail. You'll be their first loss. My wife puts ranch on pasta and mixes her salad in it too. Like I've heard of like there's hamburger helpers that use ranch and stuff. I've seen that before. Okay, now that I can actually focus and see your guys' stuff. Bo-Katan is my second GL. I think you mean Mommy Mandalore. Yes, we know. Just got done with the Elden Ring stream. I just realized how bad I am at the game. To be fair, I mean, I can check right now. Where's my Steam? Let's see. Elden Ring. There's Elden Ring. I've put 360 hours into Elden Ring, and that's like the most I've put into a game in years. So like I've put quite a bit of work into it, and I used to play with someone who was absolutely terrible at the game. Like I kid you not, like couldn't figure out how to block kind of bad. I don't know the first word, Lamy, so I'm not sure what you're asking. I think I understand the rest. Is it something about eating dogs or cats? Because I feel like dogs would be more delicious overall. Okay. Okay, question in the Discord was, since I had $5 that went to the chair fund, does that also count towards a roster review? Yeah, I can put you at the top of the list for that, of course. Yo-Yo RB, hope you're all panic farmed. I've managed to get JKR unlocked into gear 11 with a lead Zeta just shy of gear 12. Heck yeah. Congratulations, Jackson. That's awesome. I had pizza rolls for dinner and they just hit different. Heck yeah. Yeah, I think Storm's stronger than a lot of us. Luthen ships Calculate's capital. Battlefront stream and let me 1v1 you. If I win, you give me the give me mod. You have 2 dogs and a cat? Nice. I mean, that, hey, in a pinch, that's dinner and lunch. So. Sausage ramen. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Vader Freeman. I've had a lot of good ramen, but I don't know. That ain't it for me. Okay. Okay, we're gonna hop into our Discord list and start going through our roster reviews. Of course, we will start with anyone who donates and anyone who is a member of, you know, Damn Awesome or higher. They get live roster reviews where you hop in a voice channel and we talk. So let's see, did Papa throw his in the chat? So there's Pononubosaurus. I'm not seeing Papa. Papa, do you have a... Okay, there's Papa. Blue Death Adder, right? That's you? Hey, Sergeant Cooker, welcome, welcome. 5 to 6 ships to unlock it. Is Blue Death Adder you? Yeah, it looks like it's you. Okay. Okay, so if you have time for mine, it was a PP for... So wait. Do you have another message in here that I'm missing? It was a PP for 1 year. So you were just doing passion projects for the first year? Is that what I'm getting from here? Okay. I'm trying to piece this together, what you said. 800 hours in Titanfall 2. I can't talk at all. Dude, Titanfall 2 is such a good game. Thoughts on Luthen? I think it's really interesting. I need a full breakdown of his kit. I need to like go through and read it all because I only caught the tail half of it from Arnold because my boss was talking to me for like an hour and a half. And so I only caught a little bit of it from Arnold because I was listening to his stream while I was at work. But I'm going to circle back around, read through it, and make a video for tomorrow for it. But overall, I think he looks like a cool character. I don't know if I would have given him conquest status, but I think he would have been a great marquee character that I definitely would have pushed for. And as for where we are currently in the game, I think that I'm going to push for him regardless, both as a PP as well as something that'll be good for my roster. Hey, Lax Dad, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Wep Pliskin, for getting that General Kenobi for him. Okay, 2K and Arc. Lamey, almost 2,000 hours in Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. Dang, that is insane. Like, I put probably a solid, like, 15, 20 hours in that game, but 2,000? Holy shiz. Ugh. Call of Duty Ghosts, dude. Okay. That's a lot of plant versus planting. Okay. Blue Death Adder, I'm going to assume this is you. So you're 2 1/3 year account. You're Xandu's blood away from Finalizer. You're farming for Sith Eternal in the meantime. So basically you think you're close enough to Sith Eternal to go for Sith Eternal while you're waiting for the, which, I mean, you have the Relic 3 Veers, you have the Relic 5 Sidious out of Relic 7, you have a Relic 3 Grand Admiral Thrawn, you have a Relic 5 Piet. So yeah, you're really close to a lot of farms. I don't like these Relic 3s that are lying around, but hey, you know, you do you. I'd rather see a Relic 3 Dark Trooper than a Gear 12 Dark Trooper, or a Gear 8 Dark Trooper like you usually see. Oh, Zarevan, that's painful, my friend. Here's gonna be my general general piece of advice. If you are planning on farming Jedi Master Luke or Profundity in the next 6 months, I would suggest getting Luthen. Even if it's in the next year, I would also consider getting Luthen, because you're going to have a Mon Mothma. You want a good team with her. If you can afford to go for Luthen and get that with your Mon Mothma you're getting from JML or from Profundity, you might as well, especially for those of you who bought Lightspeed bundles, because that is a character that fits with your Kyle Katarn as well. So... that galactic challenge today, I mean, it wasn't that hard, honestly, as long as you have Inquisitors. Like, Inquisitors literally, like, 2-tap it. Doesn't even matter if you have Third Sister, they just 2-tap it. But as for, like, everything else in my roster, nothing beat it except for Gungans with the Omicron. Yeah, just before lock-in is kind of going to be our main focus, unorthodox. But we'll also go through generally your roster. Like, we'll look for both panic farms as well as just an overall roster review for you. Justin Legolas, welcome, welcome. Can we get a member to throw a General Kenobi his way? Display format I don't play because of the movement. I have 2,000 hours in that. Jeez, you guys have way too much time in your hands. I do not have time for that kind of stuff. Luthen is from Andor, and if you haven't watched Andor, you are missing out, my friend. It's a little slow to start, but it's honestly one of my favorite pieces of Star Wars content I've ever watched. Yeah, same for me, Vader Freeman. Big thank you, Zarevan, Sergeant Cooker, and Soleil, as well as Wep getting those General Kenobis out. Okay, going through this account. Sorry, we've gotten off topic. I wanted to get through this account for Papa. Let's kind of take a look at your overall factions, because I'm a little worried about the factions, honestly, just looking at this. Like, do you have a Jedi team going? Okay, you have a Jedi team, more or less, here. Like, you have a Relic Jolie, you have a Jimmy... You have a lot of hands and a lot of cookie jars, my friend. This account looks like it's been very sporadic, kind of pushing in a lot of random directions, so I can definitely see the peepees. Let's take a look at your ships. So you are working on the Echelon already, which is good. Looks like you have this fleet kind of ready to go. You're just missing a BTLB. This fleet, you know, you're missing a TIE bomber, obviously, before you can make this fleet truly started. And once you finish your bounty hunters, you keep going on your bounty hunters, you're going to be able to get yourself, you know, a Millennium Falcon. Okay. Get 1 mats for Negotiator. Going after 7-star Wampa and then Negotiator is going to be a big thing for you. Okay. I don't think Wampa's a bad side farm. I don't think Sith Eternal's a bad farm, because you've got some time to wait before you get your get yourself a finalizer into, you know, SLKR. And let me just confirm, I'm guessing Lightspeed bundle. Yeah, Lightspeed bundle. Yeah, your fleets are a little lacking is what I'm kind of worried about. I mean, your Bounty Hunter fleet obviously isn't there. Your Finalizer is getting there. Your Galactic Republic is missing its BTLB. Unorthodox coming in with the 10 Canadian. We will get to you directly after this, my friend. Thank you so much. Yeah, so you don't really have a lot of fleets. So... I can see where you're going with the roster right now, for now, but I definitely want you to work on fleets. So, Sith Eternal, SLKR, Executor should be your next couple of fleets, because that's really what you need to kind of get yourself back on track. It'll give you time to farm up the BTLB, it'll give you time to farm up that Echelon, give you time to farm up the TIE Bomber, and, you know, the Razor Crest and that kind of thing. So that would be my suggestion for this account. I'm trying to see if Pawpaw is right here. Okay. I ignored for the longest. Okay, sweet. Yeah, Pawpaw, that would be my suggestion for your overall farm. Like, you already have Qui-Gon Jinn in here. You kind of bounced around from farm to farm. You have a couple good things sitting around pretty well, like Star Killer. So that would be kind of my overall. Let's take a quick look at your mods, and then we'll call it there for your roster, and we'll jump into Unorthodox. 311. Your mods are a little lacking. Not hugely lacking. You do have over 300 speed characters, over the 10,000 damage cap, over the 500 speed. You have a solidly modded Ray. Congratulations, my friend. So goes my only addiction. Dude, oh my gosh, I'm so glad there's not like anything that keeps track of how long I've played Suigo, because I'm sure it's thousands upon thousands of hours in Suigo. Like, I have played this game every day for 3 years, and I think I've missed my dailies 5 times in 3 years. Ugh. Little weird that I'm not seeing a Piet up here. I would highly suggest getting your Piet up faster and switching out these mods. Like, those are not the mods I want to be seeing on a Piet. I want to see speed on the Piet. So it looks like your roster could use some remodding. Oh no, AstroDB. That's so scary. This is gonna get bad. Especially with my testing for the channel and everything. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, you spent, 8 hours on there today. I'm like, stop making me feel sad. As for, let's take a look at your roster. Let's see if there's a panic farm that I can like point to. Honestly, I'd rather you just work on your mods before lock-in and try to get some better mods. I don't necessarily see anything that's like, oh my gosh, you should get that up. If you want one, if you have the gear to get him close, this might be not a bad one. Getting a Hermit Yoda for your Jedi Knight Revan might be very helpful. I've been loving Hermit Yoda with Jedi Knight Revan. So, but besides that, I'd love to see you remod. That's kind of the big thing I'm worried about. Hey, E-Dude, welcome. Dude, I had a buddy who put 10,000 hours into the Wii U, one of the motion control Nintendo platforms. He put it into the Monster Hunter that was on there, which is wild. I only play Suigo on days that end with Y. So today, hey, Mr. Beaver, any tips for the last event of Jedi Knight Luke without Vader lead Zeta? Keep rolling the dice, my friend. Get as much speed as you can, get as much potency as you can, and just keep rolling the dice. That's why I suggest the Zeta, because it's painful without it. I don't know how to do it without the Zeta, but I've heard people doing it. It's just they had to remod really hard and just keep rolling the dice until they got it right. Voltage, welcome. Your Piet is slow on purpose. I had to take a mod off him for ship order on 6-star Executor. Yeah, I mean, doesn't mean you have to have him super slow. A lot of sticks in the fire trying to catch up. Yeah, and I get that. It's just Hoda is something that'll help your roster right now versus most of the Sith Eternal requirements not necessarily helping your roster right now, but will help your roster later. And so, like, it might be something to look at finishing sooner rather than later. So, yeah, honestly, the Vader lead Zeta might end up being back in the meta at some point. And also, love you too, Storm. I just saw your message. But yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Vader lifter here fairly soon. On top of that, I mean, it's helpful for soloing Geos, 100%. Okay, where was Unorthodox? There's Unorthodox. Okay. Let's go through Unorthodox's account, and then we will start going through our list in Discord. Waiting for the JKCK event, then going after Jar Jar. Afterwards, I'm torn in which direction to go. Torn between Jabba, Lord Vader, or going to get Afra, or I'm guessing that's Beskar Mandalorian? BKM? BKM. Bo-Katan Mandalore. Mommy Mandalore, got it. Any insight is appreciated. Okay, well, first things first, I'm never going to suggest someone go for Lord Vader. I love his requirements, they're nice, but him himself is not something that I like putting into people's rosters. But that is up to you. If it's a PP, go for it. Okay, so you're waiting for the GAKCK event, which is going to be coming soon. I believe that's next month. It'll be permanently added to the legendary events. Don't tell that to my alt account. Oh gosh. You got the lead Zeta, but not the no escape will be okay for Jedi Knight Luke. It might struggle. It won't struggle with the final tier, I don't think, because it's not about taking turns. But it is about survival. You might just have to beef the shiz out of your Vader, because that no escape Zeta really helps in keeping him alive. So you might have to beef the shiz out of him with their mods, but otherwise it should work. Okay, so going through your roster, my friend. So JKCK obviously fits in this roster. You have a JML. I'm sure you have either the Night Sisters already done or the Night Sister bundle. One of the two. Yeah, the Night Sister bundle, so it makes sense to go for JKCK. I would love to see a Relic Marin in your account ASAP. She's good at Gear 12, but I would like to see Relic just so that way you can make sure you can get those wins, especially against like a Holdocron and things like that when it comes to Finn Zori teams. And then let's see, you said you're torn at what direction to go after Jar Jar. Obviously, this is an account that can chase really whatever it wants when it comes to this point in the game. Jar Jar is going to be really nice in this account, so I'm not going to, do anything and say anything about that. You have your 3 meta ships. You have a Relic Razor Crest. You have a kind of Relic TIE Defender. I would like to see Relic 3, maybe Relic 5, if you can afford it, Relic 7. Every Relic level you pump into this thing makes it more disgusting, and I am, like, heavily thinking I'm bringing it up to, like, literally as soon as I finish my Inquisitors for the guild, I think the next thing on my list is an Iden Versio up to Relic 5, just to make that ship hit harder. But overall, I think Jabba is the way to go. As much as I like the requirements for Lord Vader and all of that kind of thing, you just can't beat the mods that you get from Jabba. Plus, he's a fantastic character. I don't know if you've looked at it at all, but like, here, we can pull up the data right now. GAC counters, 3v3, Jabba the Hutt. Oh, hold on. Let's go to GAC Insight so I can show you the full data. Jabba the Hutt, Kersantin. Actually, no, get rid of it. We're just gonna do that. Members exact. So you can see here, this is the cleanup of a solo Jabba in 3v3. Imperial Troopers, 22%. Afra, sure. Starkiller, sure. CLS doesn't work. Mon Mothma works. Wampa doesn't work. Like, you have to take in like an actually good team to clean him up, which makes him very, very helpful in 3v3. In 5v5, he's also great. And then on top of that, you're getting mod materials. And so I think he's going to be one of the most valuable things you could go for at this point in your roster. Besides going for off-meta, fleets and that kind of thing, I think a Jabba is really going to make your account pop. So that would be my suggestion overall. I do love the fact that you have a good grasp of modding. Seeing that 357 Commander Ahsoka Tano is awesome. Malak this high is a little interesting, and not seeing a Han very high is also kind of interesting. But you have quite a few characters that I'm sure are high speed, right? Yeah. Yeah, we need an actual Lord Vader lifter before I tell anyone to go for Lord Vader first. But yeah, I think Jabba's going to be fantastic in this account. I would continue to work on your current, like... Sorry, brain not working. Continue to work on your mods. Because there are quite a few characters in here I would like to see higher. I also would like to see some higher relic levels on a couple people. Like, we have a Gear 13 Dark Trooper, we have a Gear 13 Maul, we have a Gear 13 Iden Versio. You have a lot of just random Gear 13s that you've never really taken that far. And I would like to see them go up a bit. So that would be kind of my thing. While you're farming for Jar Jar, I would take some time and finish some of these teams, get them looking sexy, especially those that are pilots, and then keep working on your mods. And then I'd go for Jabba. Jabba's going to help you out so much. High tenacity on Jabba is good because it doesn't let Mon Mothma kill it. Yeah, it's. I've heard that it does fairly well with it, but we'll see with Luthen. Luthen's probably gonna overcome that regardless. God, he's definitely tempting all his work on mods. I'm at a stall out for bronzium wiring to push guys far. True, but also like, I don't have an example right now. Maybe you can show an example, but Relic 0 to Relic 1 literally just costs some carbonite circuit boards. And yes, that is not a huge push, but like when it comes to Iden Versio, that is a large push to the ship. So at least Relic 1 for Iden Versio, I would beg of you. But yeah, I would start saving up some crystals and buy some bronzium wiring packs in 2 weeks when they come back around. But that's the thing, Big Ninja, is if they had done a conquest ship to lead towards a another, you know, meta ship, the problem is this ship is like the least used fleet at the moment, because A, it sucks getting it up to 7 stars, because up to 7 stars it sucks, but on top of that it requires multiple Relic 9s, and on top of that it requires 2 conquest characters, and so a new player trying to go for the meta is not going to be able to chase this. It's going to take them 3 years to get there. So it's just not viable. And so I think, you know, them being like, oh yeah, well, we're not going to give them a, you know, conquest unit to go for it, I would appreciate that very much so. Because it's just going to lock it out for new players, and it's going to lock out whales. You know, it's going to be become a problem, so. Oh yeah, 100% ADP. Yeah, no problem, Unorthodox. Let's see if you have anything you're sleeping on really quick. I mean, a lot of the times these accounts, there's not a ton you're sleeping on, but there's always a chance. Okay, here's what you're sleeping on. Right here. Finn Zori. This is being slept on right this moment. Let me pull you to the data. GAC final score. This is my final score in Kyber 2. That is a Gear 9 Zori with 2 battles, and it handed me the win. Like, don't sleep on Zori. This is so stupidly powerful. It doesn't matter what gear level they are, it is so stupidly powerful. People drop battles on this constantly in Kyber 2 against me, and in Kyber 3. Like, it's just, yeah. So, Gear 9 Zori with the Finn Zeta is important, with a fast Resistance 0 Finn. And then a Marin to Relic level, I would say, are your 2 panic farms. So. Okay. Hey, Mr. Cack, welcome. Yeah, no problem, Unorthodox. Okay, really quick. I love this mentality, Lamey. I love this mentality because I see it all the time, where people are like, oh yeah, I've never had a problem with this absolutely banger team on defense because I throw a GL killer at it. It's like me being like, oh yeah, I've never had a problem with the Holdocron, I just throw Bane against it. Like, it's just, that's such a waste of a Bane against a Ray, and it's just because of the Holdocron that it's good. I'm using a GL killer that'll kill literally anything in the game to wipe it up. I could say the same thing about, oh yeah, JMK isn't bad with the Padme Cron, because, you know, I just throw Bane against it and it kills it. Like, it's just, the logic doesn't track because you're using overkill to kill something. Like, you could have used that tray to take out a JML. You could have used that tray to take out teams that are much better than a Zori team. So, have a good night, Lamy. Yes, I do roster reviews for anyone, Brian. If you want to go to our Discord, the link is in the description of this video. You can go ahead and do it. Like, it's literally, you just sign up here. If you want to get to the top of the list, obviously you can donate, but otherwise we just go right through. Treya is for Gungans. Should have put Zori in your slept on characters video, but that's the thing, is she's not. That's one of the things that I'm actually really happy about, is because of my videos about getting Ray using Zori, a lot of people already have Zori built up to some degree, and so a lot of the times it's the end game players that don't have Zori in their roster versus the new game players, because they, you know, the end game players don't realize just how good she is at low gear. And so, like, I actually don't think it's as slept on as, you know, a lot of the other stuff that I've seen. Those 5 that I put in that video are because they're the ones I keep seeing over and over again. But a lot of people are not sleeping on this Zori team. And it might just be my community, the people that have found my channel that are like that. But, like, overall, Zori has been utilized a lot, and I love that. Hey, Destro, welcome, welcome. Yeah, she used to be really slept on. Absolutely. Okay, let's start on our list. We're gonna start going through people's rosters. Okay, first up we got I Don't Wail. So is this your alt account? Is this your main account, I Don't Wail? Proceeds to have a Jar Jar Relic 9. This is I Don't Wail. Yep, he's the one with the Relic 9 Sith Eternal. The Relic 9 Sith Eternal with the Gear 8 armor with her Zeta. Okay. Hey, don't yell. I didn't yell at you. I just pointed out that your armor is still Gear 8. I think this is like, I think it's been a couple months since we first looked at this roster, and it's still Gear 8. Yes, it is a long list, which is why we are going to pop up our beautiful timer. Okay. Should I go for Reva since I'm getting her in 6 to 7 Terry battles, but do I get Cal and armor up, then go for Inquisitors, or JML, then Inquisition? I love JML, and you're probably pretty close to JML. Let's take a look. Okay, your R2-D2, your Mon Mothma's Gear 12. You're really close to JML. Like, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things you basically need. Let's see, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, like you're really close to JML. But as much as I'd like to see you get a JML, like honestly, that armor is gonna help your Sith Eternal a ton. And so if I were you, I would finish armor. Leave Cal for a bit. I think you'll be fine without Cal. Hold on. You're talking about baby Cal, or are you talking about JKCK? Yeah. Okay. So here's the dealio. You know, here's the stuff for you. Baby Cal. Who do you think? Who do I think you should relic 7? I mean, your JKL is not a bad thing to relic 7. Like, he's not only a requirement, but he also helps with the SLKR counter and just hitting harder. But yeah. And I don't know what else going to explode. Exactly, that's how it works. Yeah, the kit reveal looking at is going to be tomorrow. Especially because I haven't had time to kind of take in the whole time. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. I love the idea of what you got going. I don't think Cal is really going to give you much. Like, obviously, you're using Visas Mar with your Star Killer, so you're looking at Baby Cal to go with your Ray, and eventually lead to JKCK. Ray does excellent with resistance right now with the Krons. You still have another month and a half before those Krons go away, so I'm not overly worried about your Ray team. And so you have the time to finish your armor, you have the time to start working on your Inquisitors and getting them up to snuff. And that's what I would do, is getting your Inquisitors up to snuff. It'll you know, give you a solid Riva team, it'll give you a solid stuff to get, you know, Scythe and that kind of thing. So overall, it's going to be a great thing in this account, and then I think JML can come after. Usually I don't suggest Inquisitors, but the fact that you're getting Riva, and Riva's basically like, if you have the right stuff and the right tools, you can take out any GL. Versus JML, who's kind of struggling in the meta right now. And so I think getting yourself a Riva might be a little bit better than getting yourself a JML. And then you can circle back around. Ray, Krex, Cal, L3, JTR. I mean, you can if you want to. I don't think you necessarily need the Cal. Like, honestly, I don't think you need the Cal. But yeah. Is Bane better than JML right now? With the Krons? Absolutely. Without the Krons? Still yes. I think that Bane is a better character than JML at the moment. Like, yes, JML can counter some GLs, but he struggles against other GLs. Bane, with his Omicrons, can basically take out any GL. Without his Omicrons, can take out basically the same type of stuff as JML. I don't wail. If it's a PP, it's a PP, dude. I'm not going to shame any PPs. Like, let's just, you're using Holdo in there. Okay, so you're looking at 5v5, obviously, because we're going into 5v5. So let's go to 5v5 for you, and we'll take a look at this for you real quick, and then we'll end the roster review there. I don't even know who I would use on this team. I know you're using L3. Where's L3? Okay, you were talking about... Gosh, I don't even see characters in here. Captain Rex? No one's using Captain Rex on this team. If I get rid of BB-8, does that make Captain Rex viable? Yeah, there we go. So like, what am I missing? Do I have something on? Oh, it's just because there's not a lot of this team. We're just gonna give you just regular, let's just give you leftover stuff, you know? I just want to give you leftover crap. You know what? Whoever's the first one I see who is Resistance. Resistance Hero Finn, sure. Like, Star Killer's already 25%. Anything else, I mean, you're trying to counter GLs. And it's not really that important. You're already at the point where you're countering this. And so, like, I feel like it's not necessary for you to really pull out that baby Cal. You can throw in whoever you want right here. Like, let's throw in Poe. It's a 0%. Like, I don't know. It's just... But it ducks over Malikos. Ducks. I mean, sure. It's up to you, I don't wail. If it's a PP, it's a PP. Finish him off, get him to gear 13. Armorer into Inquisitors, I think, is going to be excellent. You're getting Armorer to get you good stuff in your current character because you've been sleeping on Sith Eternal's team for way too long. I think with the current Kron set, you really don't necessarily need Baby Cal, but it's up to you. But yeah, I would go for Inquisitorius. Go full on. If you're going to get Riva, go full on into Inquisitorius. You already have the 7 stars for the characters. Just finish it up. And also, hold up. I want to check this. Okay. My favorite Datacron right now is Staff. Auto Relic 9. The way a team will never get old fair. You forgot you're at work. You have a great day, Storm. Okay. Not even finished trio? The Armorer, which allows you to kill more GLs, as well as Riva, which allows you to kill all GLs, or finish a team that only counters a couple of GLs. It's up to you. It's really just dependent on how far you want to push out your Riva. He's already putting in Cal as well as armor. You're pushing out your Riva pretty far because Riva requires 700 Chirotechs, and then each of your other Inquisitors is going to require another 400 Chirotechs. You are looking at pushing out that farm so far. I think he'll never touch his armor and she'll be gear 8 forever. Hey, James Adams, welcome, welcome. I don't wail, let me put it this way. You are putting up so much fight not to farm Inquisitors. Leave Riva at gear 1 and don't touch her for however long you want to. It's not a farm that anyone enjoys is going into Inquisitorius. If you're putting up this much of a fight, don't think about it until whenever you have time and you're ready. Finish your JML, finish your armor, finish your Cal, finish your Sith trio, and go for it. Circle back around to Riva later. You don't have to push it now. Maybe when you get close to Scythe, push it. Yes, Riva is one of the few characters in the game that needs 700 Chirotech. Barry, are you here? You'll be proud of me for once. Barry, you're killing me. Making me have to, like, try and remember a roster. Justin, shut up. We know you have Inquisitors on every account. Do a PP getting a cup to Relic 9? Hey, that is your prerogative. If you think that is an excellent PP, I think it's an excellent PP because it's something you're passionate about. Kind of hurts me that you don't have a Zeta on Iden Versio. I'm guessing it's the Iden Versio specifically. I don't remember. But I'm guessing a Relic Iden Versio is what I'm looking at. Is that what it is, Barry? Good enough mods. Inquisitors are fun. Maybe. I'm proud of you, dude. I really am. PSA to those who are out there. If you have an Empire fleet going and you have the TIE Interceptor, doesn't matter what gear level you have the Second Sister, doesn't matter what star level you have the TIE Interceptor. If you own a TIE Interceptor, you should have a Relic TIE Defender. That's just how it should be. I am very proud of you, Barry. Keep going on your pilots. That's awesome, dude. Your echelon's almost done. Like, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Love it, dude. Love it. I don't know if we talked about BAM as well, but I love the fact you have a Relic BAM. Yeah. Good job, dude. I'm happy. I'm very happy. No. Riva makes the Grand Inquisitor event super easy. You know, Riva will make the Grand Inquisitor event easy in 6 months or a year. or 2 years or 3 years whenever you get back to Riva. It's not going to run away from you. They're not going to make it so you can't get Grand Inquisitor unlocked anymore. You're going to be fine, dude. Whenever you got time, work on your Inquisitors. It sounds like you have some other stuff that's taking up your brain a little bit more. Leave it at the bottom of your roster for a while. I have done the same thing with Kat. I've done the same thing with Ben. Leave it at the bottom of your roster for a while. It's fine. Not starting... Okay, hold on. Leviathan with Dorito, Fighter, and Bomber. Like, where is Malgus? I haven't really seen that lineup of Dorito, Fighter, and Bomber. Yeah. It's 69 holds on my Phasma, defense, and CAC. Yeah, no, you can use Riva to do the Grand Inquisitor event, but I'm saying don't use that as an excuse to push Inquisitors before you're ready to go for Inquisitors. Just because you have Riva in your account doesn't mean you should all of a sudden be like, ooh, I'm gonna go for Inquisitors right now. No, it 6 months from now, a year from now, you're gonna circle back around to the Inquisitors, and once again, Riva will still make the event easier. Like, it's just, it's not something that you need to push just because it makes it easier, so. Dorito, Fighter, Bomber, I've heard makes it easier for Leviathan to be another Leviathan. Very interesting. 99 Maxed, welcome to the damn community, my friend. Okay. Yes, just like your gas. Zarevan, we're gonna jump into your roster. We didn't really give a timer to Barry just because I knew Barry was trying to get me to find the thing that he was looking for. Hey, I mean, my guild made me push Inquisitors. I'm finally getting them up to Relic 7, and I have a Scythe, so it works out really well. It's helped a ton. But I want the Scythe. Exactly. Go for the Scythe. If you have Riva and not GI, you should be kicked out of your guild. It is a strong sign that you're not actually involved with your guild, or you're in a guild that's way out of your league, and so you can't actually participate as much as you should be able to, and so you'll probably get burnt out faster in the game. I need more approval. Fine, Barry, fine. I will do a quick roster review for you. Okay. Okay, so you have SLKR, you have Ray, you have Leia, you have JML. You're just going to be going for Jabba. I would go Profundity into Jabba personally, but that depends on your modding overall. If you're struggling for modding, go for Jabba first. But your main overall farm should be Jabba into Profundity or Profundity into Jabba. Overall, let's take a look at your farms, see if there's anything. I would like to see a Relic 5 Wampa. Relic 3 just doesn't cut it when it comes to like cleaning up a GL like JMK. Even Relic 5 is a little iffy, but Relic 5 will basically do everything you possibly need. Also, this tank right here should not be Relic 3. Tanks should always be Relic 5 at least, Relic 7 if you can afford it. Once you get Jabba, don't forget to Relic up your Bosch and your Kersantin up to higher than Relic 5. Love seeing the Zori. I would like to see this Marin Relict. It's just something that I keep seeing is people having her at gear 12, but pushing to the Relic level is really, really helpful, especially with the current Datacron set. Adrad. I love seeing him in your roster. It shows that you're pushing for Profundity, it looks like. So, honestly, it looks like you've got a solid in and you're kind of working on things already. Love to see it. I love to see the Relic 8 Darth Bane. So, overall, solid work, dude. I personally would go Profundity into Jabba just because it'll push you higher in Kyber. But if you want to go Jabba into Profundity, I can understand why. So my guild doesn't grab pitchforks and torches. Check his imp troopers. What about them? $320. Is he sleeping on his Dark Trooper? He has a relic Dark Trooper at least. And he has the Veer Zeta. So I wouldn't say he's sleeping on his Imperial Troopers at all. Gear 12 Marin was today. Fair enough. Keep working on it, dude. That's depressing, IDK. Okay. For your 100k subscriber special, you should get rabies shots so you just become a beaver. I just saw a video today. I don't know if it was just because of my username or whatever, but I just saw a YouTube short today that was talking about a fun fact about beavers. Apparently, when they're cutting down a tree, they'll chew a bit and then they'll listen. And if it makes too much noise, they'll back off and let it wait for it to fall. But then if it's not making enough noise, then they'll continue to chew, and they just keep repeating that pattern until it's too loud for them. And then they're like, okay, I'm going to back up and let it fall over. So. $4 Relicates versus 15 Australian dollars, who will win? Okay, let's see. Let's raise this up a bit. Raise it. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we got Zarevan coming up next. Zarevan, you said. What's the best way to go for Inquisitors now? What's the best way? I don't think I can full rush them, so thinking Revens as a non-Kyber project, maybe on the side. I also have an Omi that I'm not sure where to put. It might be best to save it for Ben, since I get him in 2 Proving Grounds. I'll say it once and I'll say it a million times. Just because you have an Omi burning in your pocket does not mean you need to apply it. Regardless, you should put it on the Finn lead. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Please do not put it on the Finn lead. Yeah, don't feel like you have to spend it. And Ben is an excellent person to save it for. And you're just going to get more and more characters that are going to need Omicrons. And, like, you don't have, like, a really great person. Like, yes, you could do the First Order TIE Pilot. It's not a bad Omicron. Do I use it quite often? Not really. Do I use it semi-often in Kyber? Yes. But it's usually a cleanup team or a team to break apart a team at this point. You know, if you were a early push where, you know, you were much earlier in the game, 1 GL, then I would say put that Omicron on. But, you know, you have a Savage, you have a Star Killer, you have 2 GLs. Like, you're doing solid. I'm not going to say push your Omicron. Omi and Kyle Katarn. Zori does one. Rose's Omicron. Rose's Omicron is great. Apparently you're not the #1 channel that has Beaver in the name. Oh, that's so sad. We'll have to fix that. Don't worry. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. Dude, okay, but also, I'm going to pull this up real quick. This made me feel so good about myself when I first started making videos. So obviously this is with my account. Here, let's move this over here just so I don't dox myself by accident. Switch accounts. Here we go. Here's an account that I've literally never searched anything up. Let's see if we can find myself with just Rabid Beaver. Look at that, guys. Look at that. I think that is so cool. Resper, welcome to the damn community, my friend. This is so incredibly cool to me because it used to be, I remember when I first started my channel and for years, anytime I'd look up Rabid Beaver, the entire top would be all these videos of Rabid Beavers. And now it's like all me. Like I'm everywhere. Like to get to me when I first made this channel and up until like the end of my first couple of weeks after I made that video. This was my first video I made on Sugo. Up until after I made that, like 2 weeks after I made that video, I had to scroll down about that far before I could actually find my account. And so it's freaking cool, guys, freaking cool. Anyways, sorry. So side rabbit Harley. I'm never gonna live that down. But yeah. So I like it. Feels great. It feels great. How do I not be Omicron broke? Do not put on an Omicron unless you like intend to either use the team right then or intend to take that character up. So like for instance, like Zori is an excellent Omicron at any gear level, but like Savage, until you start bringing him towards relic level, you're not going to put his Omicron on him. You know, there's characters that are great with an Omicron early on. Treya's not one of them. So don't throw on an Omicron unless you're sure that you're A, going to use it, and B, going to take that character up to relic level. And then you can be fine. And also keep in mind your overall guild does not need that many territory war Omicrons. As you build teams for Grand Arena, you will build teams for your guild. So don't be worried about dropping territory war Omicrons. I usually do 3 to 1. I am looking at the Boss Nask Omicron because I haven't dropped one in a while for my guild, but I'm still waiting to be able to get Mommy Mandalore in my roster first. So I gotta beat the Gaming Beaver. I'll get there. You should probably break the algorithm. Good point. Oh shiz. We switched accounts, so my music stopped. Hold on. Hey, we just hit 2270. Sick. When we started this stream, we were at 2269. Okay. What kind of relic order is best for the Inquisitors? Yeah, so sorry, we've kind of taken up your time just talking about different things when it comes to Omicrons and that kind of thing because we kind of got sidetracked, and I apologize for that. So let me just jump through kind of looking at your stuff. Yeah, so I would save the Omicron to answer your question, especially for something like Ben, but overall you just don't have a great character to throw an Omicron on where I'm like, you need this in your roster. But overall, when it comes to the Inquisitors, the order in which you want to get your Inquisitors up is Second Sister first, and the reason that you do Second Sister first is because of her ship. You obviously don't have it quite yet, but you're gonna probably get it pretty soon, considering you have Rey. If you don't, please go watch my Proving Grounds video, so that way you know how to do it. But overall, you're gonna get that TIE Interceptor pretty quick. So Second Sister is the one I would do first, followed by probably Ninth Sister, and then Fifth Brother. And the reason that I'm suggesting this in this order is because Ninth Sister is a great tank in any Empire team and any unaligned Force user team. And then Fifth Brother is the best lead for the Inquisitors. And then following that, you can do Seventh Sister, which will be your healing, your ability block, and kind of your turn meter stuff. And then kind of go from there. It doesn't really matter. Seventh Sister Relic should be the first because it helps you. Honestly, with one Relic Inquisitor, I was able to do the Challenge Tier 1, and I did Second Sister. And I was still able to do Challenge Tier 1. So, like, I don't think it necessarily matters, Alex, which one you go for first. If you have a Relic Inquisitor, I think you can beat Challenge Tier 1. But yeah. So that's usually my Inquisitor relic order is always Second Sister first because of the ship. And then after that, you can start kind of fiddling around with it. Fifth Brother is the best lead. Seventh Sister is the healing. Ninth Sister is the best tank. And so kind of however you want to build out that team, you can. It's just Ninth Sister is the one that kind of fits with other characters, which is why I suggest her next. Okay. Going into Wendigo. Wendigo, are you still here? While we wait for a wild Wendigo to appear, I'm going to check something. Okay, sweet. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Sick. Curious about that. Hey, Trey, welcome, welcome. Okay, Jonas, let's take a look. Just finished SLKR today. Should I go for Executor or Rey first? Both should take about the same amount of time as to finish. So honestly, I don't even know if I need the 5-minute timer to answer this question for you, dude. Hey, Trey, welcome, welcome. Always good to see you, my friend. Oh, excuse me. Given the choice between Array and Executor, I will always say Executor. Adam, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you, my friend. It looks like it's your first time chatting over on Twitch, but that could mean anything because I just started streaming on Twitch. But if you're looking for a roster review, go to the Discord link in the description. I don't know really how Twitch works too well, but I know it's connected to my Twitch in multiple ways, so you should be able to find it. If you can't, let me know, and I'll throw the link in the chat. But yeah, I'm always going to say an Executor is more important. Executor, if you're at the same point where an Executor and Array are the same distance away, the Executor is going to be the better option. Executor is going to end up giving you crystals every day. It's going to end up pushing you farther in Grand Arena. It's just going to be the better option. So let me take a look at your side projects really quick. Yes, Trey, it's been around for a bit. I need to actually poke my artist and be like, hey, you got some time for a couple more, because he's a couple behind on our emojis. And so we'll see if we can get some as well. Yay, I'm not alone anymore. Okay, side projects. What's your I mean, this is an excellent side project. Mostly because it's, you know, 1 Zeta and Omicron, and then all of her gear is all Raid 1 currency, and then just 100 Chirotech. If you finish Shell and Grievous, obviously it's an excellent side project considering you have the droids done. So that would be an excellent one, but you're not at 7 stars. But I would say Wampa is an excellent side project for you. You're new here. Welcome, welcome, Adam. It's always good to see a new face. But yeah, I mean, you have a couple side projects here that you could work on, but like, I don't want it to detract from Executor, because like, you know, I would love to see a well, let's go through them. You have the Relic Dark Trooper. You know, I'd love to see that Wampa in your roster. I would love to see the CLS team in your roster. It also takes just Raid 1 currency. Like a Gear 12 CLS goes a long way. I used to use it to clean up all kinds of stuff even without Zetas. And so those would be the kind of side projects I would suggest to you. As for like, let's check your fleet, see if you have any side projects here. Oh, absolutely, Adam. I'm happy to help. Like, that's the point of this channel. The original idea I had behind it after I started getting to the point where I was like, you know, I started getting views and stuff. I like sat down and I was like, what do I want out of this channel? What is my overall goal out of this channel? And it was to make myself obsolete. It was to make it so that way by the time people are done watching my channel, no one actually needs a roster review. They'd be able to look at their roster, know what they need, be able to look at any character and be like, I understand what he does. I would love for you to go BTLB for a side project as well. Like, you have the thing. I think you're working on it right now. I could be wrong, but considering you have a 3-star, I'm guessing that you do. But like, I just want to be able to make a community of friends and a community that can, you know, understand this game fully and be able to get through this game and enjoy it, because I love Star Wars, I love this game, and I love making new friends. So yeah, I mean, Adam, you're free to just watch and, you know, have some fun. And then, you know, if you decide you need one, I do roster reviews each stream. You caught us on our day that we do roster reviews just the entire stream. But anytime we do a Grand Arena stream, we also stream ourselves doing roster reviews. So, oh yeah, 100%. Roster reviews are rough, but like, that's the thing, is my account's built, or my channel's built around helping people, and Arnold's is built around entertainment. Nooch kind of tries to skate the line between the two. Scribe goes more on the entertainment side, but I'm more heavily on the side of teaching, because that's been my background. I like teaching, I like learning, and so if I can learn something and then put it simply to someone else, it makes my life happy. So Yeah, a relic. Someone mentioned Relic Bam as a side project. I wouldn't put it high priority because he's not at the point where he's getting Executor yet. So you have some fun side projects like CLS. Wampa would be my go-to because Wampa's hilariously amazing. Your next two Omicrons should be Wampa, and your next one should be Qui-Gon Jinn. Both of those are going to be amazing. I would put Qui-Gon Jinn on before Wampa because it doesn't require any gearing up. You could just go for Wampa when you have time to gear him up, but Qui-Gon Jinn, you already have the Anakin in your roster to make him absolutely banger. So that would be my next Omicron for you. Gear 12 CLS team would be fun. Wampa would be fun as a side project. Executor should be for your first major farm. Going out of here. Scribe does do roster reviews, you are correct, but he's more on the entertainment side. He doesn't do roster reviews as often. It's not his like big focus. Like the amount of times that I've seen him just do dedicated roster reviews is not that common, not that often. So Adam, if you're ever wanting to get into a roster review, here in our Discord, you can go ahead and follow the link in the description. Wherever you might find the link, if you need the link, let me know. You can go in here, and up here at the top, channels and roles, there's a section where you can click yes to ping for roster reviews. And anytime I do roster reviews, I'll ping that that role that you now have, and I can make sure that you are pinged for it. And then we just go top to bottom through what we have here of that day. So if you're looking for a roster review and you know, I have a long list today and I don't get to you, there's always another day that you can get a roster review. So Voltage, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Want to take Wampa to Relic 5, but I rarely use him nowadays. Fair enough, Yotter, but you know, we talk about this a lot. We never shame a PP. If you have a passion project like Wampa at Relic 5, Relic 7, Relic 9, we're never going to shame it, especially because you will get use out of it at some point. You know, cleaning up a GL, you know, especially something like a JMK, it's going to be, you know, much easier when you have a Relic 9 Wampa sitting around. So we don't shame PPs here. You'll find a use for whatever you go for. Limitless, if you go over to the Discord, you can go and sign up. If you put your stuff in chat, it'll get to it if we have time. So, oh yeah, the community is really keeping this game alive. I love the community for this game. You should do a vid on the Qui-Gon Omicron. Everyone who locks Sith Eternal Emperor should... Hold on. Didn't I recently? Is it this? Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. Today we are talking about panic. Yeah, right here. On it. And so, I have an entire video about it. I'll change the title and change the thumbnail to Qui-Gon now that I'm not trying to clickbait people into watching it, just to get more people into it. I'll switch out the video's stuff so that way people can find it easier. But this goes over the hold rate for Qui-Gon Jinn and how important it is. And so I'll switch out the thumbnail and everything so it's easier for people to find. But yeah, absolutely. I put a video out about how important it is for everyone to get the Qui-Gon Omicron. So many innocents being held hostage. Yeah, nothing over a Relic 5 Wampa is strictly necessary. Arctic Gaming is mostly a PP for people if it's going past Relic 5. Makes sense, I didn't whale. I appreciate it, Vader Freeman. I really do. You guys are awesome. Dude, a Relic 9 Star Killer sounds hilarious. I would love to one day Relic 9 Star Killer. That is definitely something that would be a PP for me. Okay, Wep Pliskin. I know we do quite a few reviews for you here and there, and so I'm guessing this is another follow-up, just asking a couple questions, so we'll take a look. I like the level of interaction here. That's fair. That's fair. That's kind of my one problem with Arnold is I would love to interact with the guy, and if I catch him towards the end of a stream, he and I will interact with each other, especially because, you know, I'm a content creator and he's a content creator, and he has said he wants to do a collab with me. I'm just trying to figure out his schedule. But, like, unless I super chat, I really can't get vital information out there. Like today, people were complaining about the Galactic Challenge, and I was like, let me get this information out so people can do it easily, and the easiest way to do that is to do it through Arnold. And so I super chatted and was like, hey, this is how you do it. And so then he did it, and he's like, oh, look at that, they just die off. And I'm like, yep, that's how it works. So how fast is your Star Killer? I'm just wondering. Not very fast. I don't keep Star Killer very fast. I'm more focused on the offense. But I do need to remod him and work on him a bit, personally. What would the 3v3 team for Queen Padme if you don't have Old Ben or Young? Old Ben. Are you talking about Padawan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn? 3v3, I've been seeing, if you have a Padme Cron, Quadme Padme is a nightmare for people to deal with. But honestly, there's not a ton of really great comps. I would probably do Padme Jimmy. I feel like that would work really well. Padme Jimmy, so Quadme Padme Jimmy with the Padme Cron. Or Padme Quadme Jimmy and do a Padme lead, I think would also do great. Yeah, throw a lot of money at him, or else good luck getting over the guilt and spamming the chat for his attention. Yeah, yep. As for Luthen, I will post my thoughts on Luthen tomorrow. I need time to read through the whole thing. I don't know, Trey. I haven't fully read his kit. Use JMK Padme Cat. Is that with the Cron? Very nice, I don't well. As long as that's not faster than your Mara Jade, sounds great. Your Mara Jade should be like 330 speed. Yeah, Quadme Padme Cron and Ahsoka. That seems to be something that I've been seeing as well as the Ahsoka variant. Yeah, offense health is the big thing you want with Starkiller. I 100% agree. 350-ish? Okay, as long as she's high, you're good. No Zori, but a Relic Dark Trooper. But that's the thing, is Zori does so much when she's not Relic. Like, I don't mind that at all. Okay, sorry, we're getting off topic a little bit. You have a Relic 3 Queen with 2 Zetas, 2 Omis. I mean, yeah, it's just throwing kind of anything with her works really well. Just kind of whoever you happen to have this Galactic Republic is going to work. I do like the idea of Jimmy with his Zetas, but Jimmy is Grandmaster Yoda for those who don't know. But if you want like the full Quadme team, you're going to make a JMK team where you're doing JMK, GK, and Cat, and then you're going to do Padme lead, Quadme, Ahsoka, or Quadme Jimmy. Those would be the setups that I would do for that. Barris is great. Barris is great. GK, not really necessary. You're basically going to end up having just GK die off for no reason because, you know, you're supposed to be using the decoy as the thing to die off at him. So that's my one worry with that. I'm glad it's helped, Limitless. Okay, Wet Plitskin. Since the last review, have unlocked Rey and will have 4th Zeta in a couple days and can begin working on her ultimate. As always, your guide was very nice. Thank you, my friend. For Rey's eventual team, have 160 Ben Sholo shards. Okay, so it's going to be, oh, what is that? That's 2 months, 5 months. So that's 8 months. If you spend your Galactic Legend tokens and that kind of stuff trying to get an extra 10 shards out of him, it'll be 7 months instead of 8. Also, depending on if they continue to add him into Conquest, that'd be nice. But Baby Cal is 7-star, very nice. Do you have a Kron? You don't have any Krons, which I'm not going to say try and get yourself a Kron for the team, because that's going to be way too much investment at this point with it being filtered out. And so overall, I think Baby Cal is an excellent thing to go for the team. After Ray and SLKR's Zetas are complete, which you're missing the basic, I'm guessing. Yeah, you're missing the basic. I only need one more. We'll put the Omicron on Qui-Gon. Very nice. JKA is Relic 3 right now, which is not a bad thing to up the Relic level on JKA. For those of you who have bought the bundle, JKA going up to Relic 7 is a requirement for Sith Eternal. On top of that, it's, you know, the damage dealer on the fleet, so it's not a bad thing to have him at high Relic levels. So don't be afraid to Relic 7 your Jedi Knight Anakin. Plus, he's great with Qui-Gon Jinn. Can Relic 5 the CLS squad right now, but may want to hold on to the resources. I mean, if you're struggling on the Zetas, that's my one problem with the CLS squad, is the CLS squad is just, it's a lot of Zetas. Let's take a look at your CLS squad really quick and where it is right now. Okay, so you've got 2 Zetas there, 1 Zeta or 1 Zeta there. Let's hold on. 58, 55. 3951. Here's what I would do, honestly. If you have the stuff to bring the whole team up to Relic 5, I wouldn't personally. Instead, I would just bring up CLS to Relic 5. And the reason being is bringing CLS up to Relic 5 is going to share some more stats to the whole team without screwing up your guard. And so it'll basically improve the entire team's viability without pushing too far into your resources. So if you're side-eyeing the Commander Luke Skywalker team, that's what I would do to push it just a little bit farther. That is up to you, Character Gaming. If you want to make sure that you are dominating your overall fleet shard, Relic 9 Piet's really not a bad thing. I didn't bother because I have pretty good RNG overall, and using, when you have the Lightspeed bundles, you end up with the Ebon Hawk, and the Ebon Hawk makes mirror matches much easier. And so I never did it, but it's up to you. If you feel like you should do it, you should do it. Snips or Ayla. If you were looking for a team that doesn't use Padme, I would do probably Barris Snips. That would be my you're fine, Adam. That would be my thing to go for, would be Barris Snips. Okay. Sorry. We're trying to get through things. Let's see, what time is it? Okay. Having 5 Rex done for each C, JML, and Leia. Have 6 Rex done for Profundity. Very close to JKR. Sort of close to JKL. Not really close to Darth Revan Sad. So I feel I can go C, Profundity, JML, Leia, or JML, Leia, Profundity, C. Let me look at your... Okay, so you have Piet done. If you want the most efficient route, it's going to be C first. That's just the way it's going to be, is C is going to be first, because you already have the Kyrotech character that's required for C done, and so the rest is just easy Raid 1 farms, so it's going to be fairly easy for you to get Sith Eternal in this roster. And the nice thing is, Sith Eternal, you don't necessarily have to build up a team to go around him at all. You don't need to try and get like yourself a Jedi Knight Revan or anything like that, so you can get some excellent stuff there. If you're struggling on the Jedi Knight Luke farm, like, you still need to get some Cholo and Rolo shards. It gives you the time to kind of circle around and grab those. I think C Profundity is going to be the fastest way to get you farther in your account. Profundity is just so absolutely ballistically amazing to have an account. Having 2 GL ships is insane. I really wish I would have gone for it sooner in my account. I would go C Profundity JML Leia. I think that is an excellent way to do it. That is definitely the most efficient way of doing this overall. GL after GL farming plan sounds boring. It does. But that's the thing, is when you're this close to a lot of them, it's a lot less boring because you're going to get there quickly. Like, Sith Eternal's probably going to take him 2 months. And then jumping into Jedi Knight Luke, that's a new team for him to have in his account with Jedi Knight Luke. It finishes up his CLS, getting him some relic levels on the CLS. And then he can start making a Mothma team and kind of go into getting himself a... sorry, brain just froze for a second. Mothma team utilizing his Luthen that he might be getting soon. So, like... Adam, welcome to the damn community, my friend. Thank you for following. Yes, I do have a defense cross on Starkiller. That's why I said I do need a remod Starkiller. I literally I modded him when I first got him, and I've never touched him again. But yeah, don't feel free to add peepees in. Sprinkle in some peepees wherever you so choose. But yeah, like that Qui-Gon Omicron, obviously, it's going to be super nice. Going for Sith Eternals, also, you're going to get your Jedi Knight Anakin up to make your Qui-Gon even more of a mess for people to deal with. So yeah, I think Sith Eternal, Profundity, JML, Leia is going to be the best order for your overall big farms. As for other things, it's up to you, where if you want to sprinkle in PPs here and there, like, you know, if you get the TIE Interceptor, I'd love for you to take a break, make yourself a little bit of an Iden Versio team and get a Relic Iden Versio for your fleet. You know, that kind of thing. So, want the Revan so bad, then yeah, make that a PP, dude. You have the time. Sith Eternal, you have most of the requirements up to 7 stars. Like, you have the Sidious, you have the Maul, you have the Royal Guard, you have like everything at 7 stars. And so you're just working on the relic levels. And so in the meantime, you can be shard farming for the Revans and make that your next PP. Absolutely. And it'll fit in with your JML farm later down the road. And like, it's not going to be a bad thing. So I'm fine with that PP. I think it fits in real well. The Revans are so much fun. Only PP I've done is stat because I love Grievous. Hey, fair enough. Some of us have little PPs here and there. Other of us have big PPs. You know, right after SLKR, I had a massive PP and went for gas because I was just like, I want this character. It's a perfect PP for me. He's cool in the game. He's cool in canon. And, you know, I love his kit so much. It makes me laugh. PP permission granted. Hopefully that helps, Wep. We didn't give you a timer because you gave me an entire list. Holy crap. But yeah, overall, if you want to push option 2, you can. It's just option 1 is technically the most efficient route and will get you to Kyber faster. So, like, if you start pushing on that first route, C Profundity, I have zero doubts that you'll be in like Kyber 2 pretty quickly. I've said it once and I'll say it a million times. Fastest person I've ever seen get to Kyber 1 was in 23 months, and his farming path was Executor into Profundity. Like, it's, yeah. I guess I have a massive PP only in game. Yotter, because literally just the reduction of health on enemies and just watching his damage ramp is insane. Like, he hits like a wet noodle at the beginning of a Malgus battle, and then by the end he's just absolutely obliterating people, and I love it. Like, the way that the team works, it has an insta-kill on it. The whole concept of having gas taunt and like be the focus of attention while his clones are firing, and then him going down and the clones having to take over. It's so like flavorful. Like, just overall, it's just one of my favorite kits in the game. Like, yes, maybe it's a little far out of the meta nowadays. I still use it, you know, like every Grand Arena, but it's just it. I love it. I love it so much. Inquisitors are my next PP. If you have the passion, I'm proud of you, dude. I don't think they'd ever be a PP for me. Is Relic 3 on most of the Phoenix members for Profundity acceptable? Yes, absolutely, Trey. Don't worry about repeating. I didn't see the first time. So, yes, absolutely. Like, I've seen people leave them at Gear 8 and Gear 12 and stuff like that. And most of them are left at Gear 12, except for the ones you use with your actual Crex team. A lot of people just leave the rest at Gear 12. And so I think the Relic 3 is fine for most of them, especially because they're reinforcement vehicles. If you want to take their Relic levels up later, you can, but it's completely up to you. Very cinematic, yeah. Yeah, Yotter, yeah. Favorite new mechanics and kits, yeah. Yeah. I also do love Luthens. I love the idea of this, you know, him being either this undercover person that kind of focuses more on buffs, or this person that's more in the grips of the war, just depending on who he's under. I think that's really, really cool when it comes to Luthen's kit. So I'm really excited to finish reading through it and kind of get my final thoughts in. But I think that always CG has done great with the flavor of characters. They've always done a really good job of giving us some delicious flavor. My PP on my son's account is a Relic 9 Reaver for my final account. That's going to be done with Inquisitors. Oh, gosh. Okay, Mithron Euroto. I haven't looked at your account in a while, Mithron Euroto. Unless you're a different Mithron Euroto. I mean, who knows how many Mithron Eurotos there are. There you are. I hope we get Luthen's ship as well. Maybe Luthen's ship will do what, oh, what is that ship? The ship that has the stacks that that Sith Empire uses. I don't remember the name of it, but that ship, how it insta-killed capital ships, maybe we'll get that with Luthen's ship, which would be hilarious. It'll give Home One the ability to destroy the capital ship. It's not Assassin. Assassin is Sith Fighter. It's, I believe, the Sith Empire Troopers ship. Okay, big boy account. Yes, Mithron Euroto. Finishing Jabba's ult. With the bonus drops, we'll have Gungans at 7 stars, so working on them. Awesome, dude. Great PP. I love the Gungans so much. Want to take a few one-offs like Trench. Ooh, interesting. Any particular reason why Trench? Trench is just kind of one of those B-list characters for me. Mark 6 Interceptor sounds right, yeah. No, same one, and what you said about Dark Trooper slightly ashamed. Now I gotta check. Why? Relic 5, dude. Relic 5. Okay, so wants me to become a statistic. Okay, calm down, Yotter. Welcome, Caleb. Welcome, welcome. An ad for League of Legends with Arnold in it? That's wild. That is so wild. Trying to get our trying to get our emotes without being a member. Sorry, Pona Nubasaurus, you're gonna have to buy a membership. It is a membership only perk. So when you have a here, well, can we get a member to just drop every emote we have so far? And so these are our emojis that all of our members get to use in general. They also get a little beaver dam next to their name that changes, starts out as a wood beaver dam and continues from there as the longer you take as a member. You also get perks like being able to choose one video a week that I do for you guys, as well as exclusive content like our scribe stream or Nooch going through my roster from last week. Thank you, Eli Trey and Wep Pliskin. So yes. Did it also, like, did it just, like, cut out your stuff, Black Knight, and you tried to do it too? Okay, so you're finishing a few one-offs. Okay, I'm still gonna ask Trench. AFAD stands for Attack First and Assert Dominance. Because we always try to attack first and assert our dominance, so it scares them so bad that they drop battles and we win. So, yep, we just passed it, actually. It's right there. Getting my roster roasted by Nooch too good. Members only video. There's also did a members only cooking stream where we had a Mara cam, so you guys could watch Mara while I cooked. That was a reward for our Damathon last month. Anyways, Yeah, I still am gonna ask Trench. Why Trench, Mithron Euroto? Like, I don't know. Like, Trench is just... How many subs till we cook Mara? If we hit 1 million subs of just Swago fans, then we'll cook Mara. Not hard push from the guild yet. Okay, I'm gonna push him down the line. I'm sorry, I'm going to. It's just he's not a great character. And even in Territory Wars, the meta for Territory Wars shifts a lot. Like, you know, Boba Scion of Django is fairly helpful in Territory War. Now he basically is never used. And so, like, you know, yeah, it's a Lord Vader counter that's a little bit better odds than the normal Lord Vader counter, but like it's not something that's really important. So I don't know, I would push Trench down the road. It's kind of the same thing as Inquisitors, where it's like if your guild's not pushing for it, I wouldn't care. There aren't even 1 million people in Denmark. Is all of Denmark Swago players? Like, what? Okay, Baby Cal, great. With where your roster is, Baby Cal is going to fit in so many different spots. So I don't think Baby Cal is going to be a problem. Baze, definitely. You have a Leia, and I'm sure that you have a Mon Mothma, and you have an Adrad. You will always have a home for Baze. Baze is a great pre-taunting tank. I think he's a great one-off for you. K2SO, iffy. Up to you. But big project. May saw it as well with the new Conquest character. Yeah, with Luthen, you could think about it. I mean, Mommy Mothma might be taking things. How many subscribers until Sausage Ramen? Vader Freeman, if you donate $10, I will make sausage ramen and eat it on stream on the next stream. Hey, it's Nova. Welcome, welcome. K2 for the Profundity Fleet. Yeah, I mean, K2 is... The Profundity Fleet is Han, Outrider, Rebel Y-Wing, Phantom, and Ghost. Like, that's the Profundity Fleet. Adding anything else in, and you're... A, taking away from a home one cleanup fleet, and B, you're not actually adding that much to the fleet for profundity, and you'll just end up with it pulling out reinforcements that you don't want if you're putting it on defense. So it's not technically worth it, in my opinion. Have you ever played Team Fortress 2? A long time ago. So no Cassian's ship? I mean, yeah, Cassian's ship is not really used for it's more of like if you want K2 as a character on your Adrad team or that kind of thing. So it's not vitally important is the problem. So that's why I'm kind of iffy on it. Vader going into debt to get Beaver to make that rum. Hey, if anyone else wants to donate that $10, they can volunteer for Vader to get me to try sausage ramen. Okay, I gotta ask, is it like Italian sausage? Or are you talking about breakfast sausage? Like, what kind of sausage are we talking about here? Leviathan should get a rework where it adds a capital ship to the lineup. Eventually you get like 6 capital ships. I'll donate, but only on this stream. What do you mean, Yotter? Like, you'll donate and then I have to go find sausage? Cajun sausage. I mean, I don't have Cajun sausage in my apartment. I think I have some breakfast sausage and some... I think it's just breakfast. I don't think I have Italian right at the moment. I usually try to get myself some Italian sausage. Take the camera outside, do a vlog. I technically could. Okay. You have Jabba. Let me just check something. Okay, looks like you've started it. You have Cursant into Relic 6, or Relic 7. Bosch Leia should be Relic 7. Do you need to do a members stream where we play TF2? We've done a couple members game nights, and we're doing 1 member game night each month. And so far we've been sticking to Star Wars games. I'm thinking about doing the Battlefront collection this next time. I'm going to buy it and see how stable it is. If it's stable enough, I'd love to do it just because it's cross-play and so we can get all the members in there, versus, you know, something like Battlefront 2 where it's PC only. Same with TF2 where it's only those who have a PC. because we have quite a few people who are like playing on Xbox that would love to join in. So if we can find a game where everyone can play, that's my personal thing. I'll donate with Yotter if you vlog it. Oh my gosh. That is like an extra hour of streaming that I like have to drive in a car and stuff. I'm paid and I'm not a responsible adult. I'll do it. Think about the 50% cut YouTube will take. That's the wrong thing to call out if you're trying to get me to do it. Like, I'm really debating. Okay, so give me just 1 sec, guys. 3, 1, 2, 3. You are missing. So you have those 3. You have those 2. You're missing Lord Vader, and you're missing Sith Eternal. Honestly, you're pretty close to Sith Eternal. I think Sith Eternal's not a bad thing. I think the Gungans are going to be more important. Dude. Oh, Gear 12 Savage is why. Why does everyone have a Gear 12 Savage? Why? To answer your guys' question, Yotter and It's Nova, if you can convince one more person to donate $10, I will switch this to a vlog, and I will take you guys to the store with me, and I will go and get myself some sausage, see if I can find some Cajun sausage this late and do it. Gosh. As for a fun little PP, I think the Mandalorians are one of my favorite PPs I've ever done in this game. Mithron Euroto. But as for major projects, you're kind of at that point where major projects aren't really a thing for you. It's all up to you. You have the Profundity, you have the Leviathan, you have the Executor. The Sith Eternal I do like and would be good in this account. Lord Vader I like the requirements for, but I'd rather see you build some more cool teams than necessarily chasing the next project. So I kind of hold off on major projects until the next GL ship comes in. As soon as the next GL ship comes in, I'd push towards that. Or next GL, whatever it happens to be this year, we don't know what we're looking at. I would push that direction. And in the meantime, just build up some teams. So consider, like, you know, fixing up Luthen, maybe making a Saw Gerrera team with him. Or you can just get Luthen and kind of wait on it and see what happens. And in the meantime, relic that Marin that I saw on there. Relic that Savage. You get yourself a Mandalorians team, that kind of stuff. So that would be my suggestion as kind of your next thing. So just continue on one-offs and, you know, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, we can take a look real quick. Three disciples of the sausage ramen, do it. Okay, well, if you guys donate, then I will do Terra, and then we'll wrap up roster reviews, and I will switch to my phone and start streaming on my phone, and we will go and do this. Okay. It's from Andor. He's the guy who's like the mentor of Andor in the Andor series. That's who Luthen is. Caleb. Profundity Inquisitors. Nice. Yellow Gun Relic 9 ramen is crazy. Sausage ramen is beautiful. Okay, so it's Cajun ramen. There's the $3 Yotter coming in with the good boy Wep One for the sausage, and it's Nova. Let's go. Yeah, I would Caleb, if you have a solid attention span, Andor starts a little slow, but honestly it's one of my favorite Star Wars contents I've ever seen. So okay, so I pledged my non-existent $10 to the cause. I appreciate it, Pona Nubosaurus. Okay, so that's the 3. Can we get Andor edited into YouTube Shorts? Throw in some Subway Surfers at the bottom so people can pay attention. I love the name of your guild, by the way. Yeah. Them be fighting words, Caleb. Okay, to be fair, season 2 and season 3 of Mando gets successively worse, but season 1 of Mando is still one of my favorite things to ever come out of Star Wars. Yes, post me the recipe, Vader Freeman. Go ahead and DM it to me. Wield a lightsaber. No, I fly a lightsaber. I will do my best, Mithron Euroto. And I hope it's made with just like regular ramen. I don't want to like be going out and getting anything bougie, especially because I doubt I'll find it in this town. This is a little college town. This is the sausage ramen prophecy. Any hope for Acolyte? Absolutely. I always come into a show hoping for the best. The one show that I was worried about was Andor, and that's because it was successive failure after successive failure. You know, Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi are two of my favorite characters, and for how bad those shows were, like, you know, Obi-Wan was mediocre. But I don't want mediocre out of one of my favorite Star Wars characters. And so, like, I almost didn't watch Andor, and I didn't watch it for, like, the first 4 episodes. And so, like, that was the only one I've gone into depressed. But overall, I always try to come in with an open mind, and especially something as separated from everything as they are doing, makes it so that way I can watch it and be like, I'm not afraid of them sitting there and just screwing up Thrawn's storyline like they did with The Last Tales of the Jedi and, you know, stuff like that. I can just enjoy it without being upset, and so I'm excited for it. Bougie ramen does not cost $30. He took gas prices into consideration. It's mostly paying me for the last hour of my time before I gotta go to bed. That was what the $30 was about, is that I was gonna wrap up stream here in probably 10 minutes or so, and then I've got an hour before I'm supposed to go to sleep, because I got work in 9 hours, but instead I'm gonna hang out with you guys on stream making bougie ramen, so... Tara said, recently unlocked JML, next farm, a Star Killer, Mommy Bow. Interesting next farm for Mommy Bow, but hey, a PP is a PP. C, wondering what could benefit me the most for my roster. Honestly, this is gonna be a stupid suggestion to you. Don't get JML's ultimate. Finish his ultimate tier, save it for Sith Eternal. And then honestly, I would go for Sith Eternal immediately. That is just my off the cuff of my sleeve what I think would be good, because you're halfway to Sith Eternal already with just your requirements that you have from your Executor farm and everything like that. I think going into C and then immediately dropping the ultimate on C as soon as you unlock him is actually going to give you a huge benefit to this roster, and then you can use that to get the ultimate for Sith Eternal super easily. Not saying that's a hard event whatsoever, but you can jump in with that. So that honestly would be my suggestion. I do love Star Killer. You have the stuff in this account to make Star Killer worth it. So I would do C, Star Killer, then Bow. Slap your mama seasoning and sprinkle that in. I would have barely snatched an RR if we didn't donate. Re-ruining your sleep with this one. Dude, I already ruined my sleep schedule with this channel. I try my best to go to sleep on time, but like the video for today, I ended up making it like 11 o'clock last night because I had so much to get done, and I had work at 6 a.m. and so I didn't get it like ready to post and scheduled to post the next morning until like 11:45 once I got like the thumbnail and everything finished. So like, yeah. You have Bo-Katan, you're still working on the shards, and so yeah, you have the time to do what I just said. So I think Sith Eternal, if you want to go Bo-Katan next, not a bad thing, but I would save the JML Ultimate, go Sith Eternal, then circle around to Mommy Bow or Star Killer, just depending on which one's more of a PP. I don't think either one's going to be bad for your account. I've also ruined my sleep schedule for this account, or for this channel. I appreciate it, my friend. Pre-ult status, dude. That's the thing, is I just did Proving Grounds last month with my buddy's account with this Relic 9 JML, and I destroyed every single Proving Grounds without using his ultimate once. Like, it was depressing. Oof, go to bed, Ponadoosaurus. It's a local grocery store that I'm gonna go to because it'll probably have everything that I need, so throw some bacon in the room. I do still have some more bacon bits in the fridge, so Okay. Hopefully that helps, Tara. I know we didn't take a long time, but no bacon, only sausage. Trust the process. Okay, let me look at this. Accept DM. What the F is achiote? 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 I know what cumin is, but what the heck is achiote? Dark red chili powder works instead. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I can just use some random ramen. Onion, kielbasa smoked sausage, and then olive and seasonings. Okay, okay. I think I can grab all of that. That's some bougie ramen. Okay. Sounds good. No, Yotter. It's insert, and then the cumin happens. I'm hilarious. Anyways. Got the damn dinner here. Yeah. Okay. So okay. Sounds good. We're gonna see how this goes. Why do I trust Mommy Mandalore and Gak over SLKR? I have no idea. That sounds like you're a little too involved in Mommy Mandalore. Okay, let's we're gonna send Twitch because I can't multi-stream to Twitch when I'm on my phone. So we're gonna send those of you who are on Twitch, and we're going to raid someone or attempt to. Raid channel. It looks like, who is that? That's Zareth. Zareth is live right now. So I'm going to send you guys over to Zareth over on Twitch. Thank you guys so much for watching, but I'm going to send you guys over. And sent. Okay. Sick. Okay. And as for you guys, I'm not going to send you guys anywhere. You guys can disperse if you want. For those who want to stay for the ramen, you can. I'm probably going to do a separate stream so that way I can stream to my phone, unless I think if I do the other route, it might get a little glitchy. I think it'll be best if I use my phone as like the actual thing I stream from. So. Oh, let's see. I've been charging my phone. Also, my phone's not going to have great, like, you know, overall sound quality, so I apologize to those of you who are going to suffer with me here. So. Thought I was going to end stream and keep the money. No, dude, anything you do. That was wild. Okay. Someone just texted me from work. Said, how dare you drink Coke on live stream. I love that. Heather, if you're still here, hello. Sorry, I don't check my phone while I stream. You'll eat good tonight. Okay. Okay, let's see what I can do on my phone real quick. Do I have the option? That's so dumb. I have to have at least 50 YouTube shorts to stream from my phone. That's so dumb. I guess I'll start working on doing those so that way I can do that. I'm going to have to use an app instead. So let me open up the app so that way we can do it a different way. This is what I use during our whatchamacallit stream. Which I think I have in here somewhere still. Yeah, there it is. Okay. From our Damathon, that's what it was called. Let me find this. There it is. Okay, give me a second, guys. Next subathon win. As soon as I have a week off work. As soon as I have a week off work, I will do another subathon, I promise. Okay, working on it, guys. Honestly, not as long as you think, Yotter. It'll probably be within the next 2 months. I can't wear a shirt. We'll have a vote go around for what people want to see. Because we have a couple options for our next challenge stream, because I do want to do a challenge stream this month. And so, like, we're looking at, like, you know, every time I lose a battle, I wax a strip of my leg. Is one option. We got a hot sauce stream that we could do. Like, we have a couple options that we can do. So. Okay. There we go. Okay. Start. Okay. And then let me fix this. Okay. Okay.
Oh god. Okay, can you guys hear me? Everything working? Yeah, audio is gonna be a little because it's headphone. Okay. I will try to speak up then. Okay, sweet. So if that's working, then I will bring you guys with me. Unfortunately, I won't be able to see your chat for a bit. I can if I can, but I don't think I can this time. So I should be four. Who knows? I have no idea. But we're gonna go for it. You guys donated for it, and I'm down to do it. So this is gonna be my first time seeing the outside world. Okay, let me find this out. Check out my wallet in my pocket. I wish there was an easier way to do this, but the one problem I have right now is that I can't see your guys' chat, as well as I don't think I can Google the recipe, so I need to write down the recipe. So let me grab a paper. And then we will do it. That's good. Okay, first thing first, let's check if we can. One more thing. We got a little thing of stuff. Not human. Hot temper. Mustard. Doesn't look like I have two. Okay. Let me grab this and we will write down the recipe and then I will bring you guys with me. We're going on in the kitchen. Is my go-to pen. What card do I have? Never had a Beaver have any babies. I do not have babies. I have some of the worst dating experiences you'll ever hear of. If you would like me to go over them, since I can't see your guys' chats while I'm doing this, if you guys, this is your last chance to tell me if you want to hear all my dating stories, and I will tell you guys while I'm getting this. It'll give me something to talk about. Okay. Load up this recipe. I'm afraid you are made for this. Okay. Gosh, can these be any more problematic? Okay, I've got garlic powder. I've got salt and pepper. I need cumin. Note, which I still don't know what that is. / red chili powder. And then we're not gonna home make noodles. I need an onion. Besa, or however you say that. Smoked sausage. Olive oil and seasonings. Okay. Okay. I hope so. I hope I find a good girlfriend. If I get a girlfriend, will we still have streams like this? I would hope so. I would hope so. Okay. Well, we'll see how well this works. Just making sure I got my stuff. Okay. Well, I'm going to the store with my stream, so. Yeah. Take care of Mara for me. Okay, guys, since I can't see your guys' chat, I'm just gonna kind of talking kind of like we did with the walks on the subathon that we did. I apologize for the wind. It'll take me a second to get into my car, and once we get to my car, I'll be good. Try not to, dox my house, considering, I'd rather not. But we'll see if we can find a way that you guys can see me in my car. Loud sounds, I bet. Okay. So, one of my dates. So I am not great when it comes to physical touch in general. When it comes to, I tend to be way too scared of doing something they interpret as, bad. And so, with that fear, I tend to move very slowly compared to most people. But there's this one girl. I went on a first date with her, and she had spent some time in Japan. And so I thought it'd be a fun first date to go get sushi. Because there's a nice little sushi place here in this town that I live in. And we went and got sushi. And it was a great date. Like, we started this date like around 8. And we ended up just finding a place to talk. And we talked till like midnight. Didn't really go farther than that. I'm kind of in an area where it's not expected that you do more than that on a first date. But overall, it went really well. And so after that, I had a week away from town because I was going hunting with my family. We go bow hunting mule deer. And so, we go bow hunting mule deer. And so, I was going bow hunting. And so I was floating in and out of service for a week. And every time I'd get in service, she'd flirt. And that's not usually something I initiate that early. But it was just flirting back and forth, going really, really well, even as I was going in and out of service. It's wild. Okay. And so then I get back and, I ask her out again, set up our second date. And it's not anything crazy. It wasn't meant to be like an actual date. Just, let's go get drinks together and, have some fun. I have an hour before my shift. So let's have some fun and, spend the time. So we went and got some drinks, hung out, and I go to hold her hand, which is a step farther than I would normally do on a second date, but she's been pushing pretty hard, and so I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely, let's do this, let's push my boundaries because, she's pushing pretty hard, so I might as well. And as we're holding hands, she goes, you don't like me, do you? Now, this isn't like high school. This isn't middle school. This is someone that is in college. And I was like, this is wild. That was the most third grade thing I've ever heard in my life. And I'm like, bruh, we're holding hands. I'm pushing boundaries for myself to kind of, keep pace with you. What? And so, yeah, that was our last date. So that was fun. Within 3 months, she was married to a man. And she had met during those 3 months. I kind of dodged a bullet on crazy. Let's see, what else? Ooh, I had a girlfriend for 6 months. Went out with her, did all kinds of stuff with her. I decided to go home for a semester. That's 3 months away from this town. And so now sounds good. I will see you back. We call each week. Having a grand old time. It was even to the point where she suggested I read a book, and we started reading a book and talking about it over the phone and stuff. And so I was willing to do that kind of thing because I'm a simp. So I go and read this book, and great book. I really, really enjoyed it. If you're ever looking for a book that'll probably make you cry and also question the meaning of life, the first 5 people you meet in heaven, I think is the name of it, or the 5 people you meet in heaven. I can't remember who does it. I genuinely can't remember his name. But you should be able to Google it and find it fairly easily. Great book, really enjoyed it. But about a month and a half, 2 months in, I guess I should backtrack. So I started dating this girl. I went on her first date with her, and I went on first date with another coworker. Both of them were coworkers. Um, and I was trying to decide which one I liked more to pursue as someone I'd actually meet. And then a buddy of mine that I worked with said he was interested in the other girl, and I was like, sweet, that makes my decision easy. And so I just left him to date her. They started dating right before I left the semester. We went on a double date weekend down to Utah, stayed with the other guy's aunt down there. Had a grand old time in Utah, went to like an amusement park, had a fun time. And then, that was the last weekend before I left. So it was a really fun weekend that I had with this girl. Flash forward a couple months into me being home for the semester. And about 2 months in, I get a text, not from my girlfriend, but rather from the other girl from that double date. Which, yeah, we're friends. We're coworkers, we're friends. And so, see your text, and the text says, "Have you seen Facebook?" And I'm like, "No, I don't go on social media. Social media is dumb. I just don't use it very much." And so she was like, "Go check out Facebook." I go and check out Facebook, and my girlfriend and her boyfriend just announced on Facebook that they were in a relationship. Hold on, it's gonna be ready for a second. So give me a second. I'll finish my story. Forgot my instructions. Stuff. Human, red chili powder, and then I'm gonna talk. That's it. I'll be fine about it. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can get inside, then I'll. If anyone else, my family, especially because I go to the store to fill shelves for my job, so everyone knows here. In fact, this store is the first place I ever played Galaxy Heroes. But yeah, so where was I? Oh yeah, I go and check Facebook, and they announced that they were in a relationship together, which was absolutely wild to me. And so I asked her what happened. Like, I thought you guys were dating. And she's like, yeah, we are dating. Like, as of last night, we just talked about, like, our relationship going forward. Like, yeah, I was planning a life with this guy. And I'm like, so you have no idea. He's like, nope. And then after that, I continued to work with them because I needed a job for college. They would constantly invite me over for dinner to play cards, and they asked me to come to their wedding and stuff, and so freaking awkward. And I went to another friend's wedding, and her husband didn't come up, and she insisted on hanging around with me all night and trying to dance with me and wore my suit coat. It's cold. So yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Can you tell I'm sarcastic? So yeah, that was fun. Let's see. Another one. I barely knew this chick. I'd met her once, maybe twice. I knew her family better than I knew her, but I found her on Tinder. And it was, looks like an onion. That. Okay, we have an onion. First task acquired. So I knew her vaguely. I knew her family better than I knew her. I invite her over for a date because, I know her a bit, so it's less weird. I'm like, hey, let's go to my apartment and do something. And so I make pizza homemade. I really enjoy making pizza. And so every once in a while I'd make pizza for my roommate. And so I made homemade pizza. And so you make the dough and then you have meat eating, oh yeah, we're going to make a pizza together. And, so that's what we did. I think I know the exact sausage I'm looking for. And so make the pizza. You know, my roommates love my pizza at this time. Um, and so one of them walks in the door while, you know, we're eating. So, how's the pizza? And her response is, oh, I've had better. I was like, oh, ouch. Okay. Uh, and so, yeah, that happened. Doesn't feel totally there we go. Okay, now all we need is cumin and red chili powder, and then I'll have the rest of the stuff. But yeah, then she spends the next 4 hours. They couldn't get her to leave my apartment. She spends the next 4 hours just criticizing my music choices, criticizing my style, how I look, and telling me everything she's ever done, like explicitly. And a lot of it was with people I knew, and like they were not in a situation that was conducive to that kind of behavior. And she was like proud of it, telling me about this stuff. Like, yeah, it was great. So that was a fantastic date. And then by the end, like I literally walked into my room at one point, and my roommate was like, "You're not going on another date with her, are you?" I'm like, "I'm not planning on it. No, absolutely not." Okay, so chili powder. There we go. Red chili powder. Let's see if we can find some. Okay, yeah, that's way too much money. Do we have like a off-brand, so that way I'm not spending tons of money doing this? Love you guys and all, but don't want to spend tons and tons of money. Here we go. This one. Do this. Chili powder, and then I need cumin. Sorry guys, one sec. I'm trying to find this human. I'm trying to find a human. Chili powder, okay. There we go. There's ground cumin. That is insanely expensive. It's organic. Come on, they've got to have like just regular cumin. Hold on. Check our here. Paprika. Ooh. I like that. Okay. There it is. Ground. Okay. Found it. Okay. That's the last thing we need. Where was I? Oh yeah. And then I was like, yeah, not planning on it. And then he at the end of the date is like, so when's our second date? I was like, yeah, I'll text you. Never did, of course. But yeah, that was a fun one. Shut up. Okay. Okay. That's everything I need. Out. But yeah, I'm trying to think of another weird one I had. At one point, my mom tried to set me up with someone who had 3 kids, and her divorce hadn't been finalized yet. So that was fun. Her 3rd kid was like literally like 6 months old, and the moment that I kind of like noped out of the relationship, where I was just like, I can't. Hold on. I love my secrets. Anyways, the point that I noped out of it was that her daughter wouldn't let anyone get it. Like, it was just the mother that would hold her, 6 months old. And she would let me hold her, and only me. And that was like, no. Like, this started out as, let's just be friends, and then now your daughter's like, I like this person. And I'm like, I don't want this to go any farther. I'm not prepared for this kind of thing. So, that one I noped out of. That one was more on me than her. Like, I'm not going to pursue something like this. So, I have gone to 3 wedding weddings in 3 weeks. Each of those weeks, I would have gone to it, and in all 3 of those weeks, I had gone on 1 date. So that was awkward. It's been a wild ride for when it comes to dating. The last girl I went on a date with, she, I can remember. I feel like there's one more after that I can't remember. But the one person that I can remember was, I want to say like 6 months ago. I don't know how to try. But about 6 months ago, I went out on a couple dates with a girl, and my sister had set me up with her. My sister lives in this town as well, going to school here, and like literally went on the first date, spent the entire date just trying so hard to talk to the girl, and just she would not give me enough. Like, I kid you not, just could not hold a conversation to save her life. You know, tried to go on a second date because, you know, my sister set me up with her, so like obviously my sister set me up with her. And so I went on a second date with her, and at that point I kind of like, whatever. So I used it as more of an excuse to go to a place that I haven't been to. You know, a little bit more on the expensive side, just so that way I could try it out because I'm just that one girl. And just once again, like she was like 6 years young, 7 years. I think she was. And I was like 20s. And I was just talking to her, and she's just so far up in the clouds. She's like, travel. I'm like, yeah, that's great. You know, you want to travel. What do you want to do for like what career that you want, that kind of thing. She's not going to not going to talk about it. Spent half the day on her phone talking to her mom, because her mom was telling her she needs to plane ticket to Florida. And I was like, so why are you going to Florida? You have family down there? She's like, no, I just always wanted to visit my state. Using your parents' money to buy tickets to Florida just because you want to visit Florida. Okay. So yeah, that was where I was like, okay, this is not someone. It's been a wild ride of dating in general in my adult life. You know? So yeah, that's basically my dating life. That's all of my main stories. You know, there's minor ones here and there, but no one that I've really connected with, except for that one girl that was like 6 months that ended up married a friend of mine, inviting me to the wedding. Like that's about the extent that I've got for you. So I don't know. I'll be curious to see what you guys' comments say after all of this, or how many of you are still around for this. You know, I would be surprised if there's more than like 5 of you still around after all of this. I'm almost home myself, so we're almost back. So we can check chat, make sure everything's going good, start making. I wish I still had my setup from last week when we did the members only cooking stream, because like I set up my PC on my table and like did everything I could to make it a fun time for the members. But yeah, now I have all of my setup back in my main room. I would love like to have a gaming laptop, not for gaming, but I could do more fun stuff like that, or just a second piece, you know, to be able to like so much. But gaming PC, so one of these days I will have money for that. I am barely poor, and I spend all of my fun money on super chat stuff on or stuff for your guys' screens. Like I just dropped. Basically, I don't buy things for myself. I just don't see a point in something I buy. Like, and you kind of cut back on that a ton because I'm planning on Beaver Dam soon. But I did just purchase something for our streams that will make things a lot easier and a lot more fluid, and allow us to do a lot more with our streams, including like adding in kind of like what Nooch does, where he has like members intros and that kind of thing. I can start having those and like memes. Like I plan on having a clip of Qui-Gon saying that there's always a bigger fish whenever we see like, you know, a whale account and things like that. So it'll be a fun time. We'll have some fun additions. Okay, I'm pulling in right now, and sorry, it's getting dark where I'm at. Let's make this food. Get this bread. I apologize if it's got like kind of glitchy during this time, but I am using, you know, a random app plus using my my data to be able to do this stream. So, I'm gonna be windy here for a second. Apologize. Okay. Officially. Oh, that's right. Writer's link. Let's check if the stream's even still going. Okay. Okay. Let me catch up on chat real quick, and then we'll continue on. To answer your question about what I'm driving, it was a Honda Accord. Okay, here we go. Maples, yes. Okay. Look at the cashier. I'm sure some mad people doing it. Yes, that was my roommate that you heard, Caleb Wheeler. Don't become enemies of Sniper Wolf to get dogs. Yeah. Go to the store at 11 o'clock. Yeah, it's only currently, what, 9:30? So, I love Japan. One of these days I'll visit Japan. I've heard there's a lot of racism. You turn off the music? I don't have any music going. That was just in the store. The most attractive. Yeah, I'm trying my best. You still talk to her? Absolutely not. Any of those girls, no. But I'm guessing you're talking about the 6-month one. And no, nope. Rule of 2. What did I just walk into? You'll get someone for you. I appreciate it, Vader, man. Or Vader Freeman. Oh yeah, I love making homemade pizza, Yotter. Cucumbers and Vaseline. Oh gosh. Okay. I appreciate it, Trey. This is about a month ago. Was she a MILF? Though she was pretty. She was pretty. I will give her that. I wouldn't like go so far as like sexy or anything like that, but she was pretty. I would love to meet Mrs. Beaver. I would too. Mrs. Beaver get reveal win. Wait, you just went up a viewer. Oh no. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to catch up, guys. Go to the floor by yourself, Gary. Bro should write an album like Taylor Swift. That's the thing. That's what this channel's about. Is this is my Taylor Swift album hobbies. Yachter. They're called Bawillas. Beautiful women. I'd like to ask out. Yeah, I am surprised that there's still 20 people in stream. Like, it's wild. Hey, Jake V, welcome, my friend. 10th wave stuff, is it still playing? Oh. My bad, I completely forgot to turn it off. Hold on, let me turn it down. I gotta find which of my, like, 70 different things going on. There we go. Okay, no more music. Is that better? I apologize, I completely forgot about that. Yep. Okay, let's get this food in our bellies. Welcome to Beaver Cooking. Okay. So, sausage, we got the onion. So what it looks like is basically we will saute the onion and the sausage together, and then after that we go through and we add in the seasoning, some ramen. I call it day, so that's basically it. They put that right. I don't actually have a cutting board ready to go, Mara. Or should you be? Hold on, let me grab your bed. Doing stuff. She'll just lay down and hang out. Yep. Okay, good girl. Okay, let's. I don't have a cooking board clean. I haven't done dishes since our last member stream, unfortunately. Or maybe I have and I just forgot those. So we're gonna do it on a pan just for fun. Okay, let's have it. Not really. Here we go. Okay. Oh gosh, my eyes are gonna burn. I hate cutting onions so much. Okay. Down, cut through. So I like to, because I don't mind wasting a bit, to have good food. I like to cut through the first layer of the onion just to get the skin and that first layer off like that. And so that it's super easy to just cut it up into little pieces. Little thing I learned at the pizza place in Florida. The pizza place that I stole their bread dough recipe and is what I use for my homemade pizzas. There we go. Core is coming out. Sweet. This side. If I start crying, I blame Yachter. It's all their fault. Okay. Honestly, I don't need nearly this much onion. We're just going to use that and call it a day. That should be plenty. We'll take the rest of this and we'll put it in a baggie. Oh my gosh, it's starting to hit my eyes. Daughter, why would you make me cry like this? Do you like my little bed, or rather box springs that's been sitting here forever? It's broken. Yeah, it burns like a mother. Bitch, darn you. Bitch. Well, now I got an onion and other things I'm cooking later this week. But yeah, overall, when it comes to dating, I've had terrible luck, and so maybe one day I'll find a woman, but not anytime soon. Okay, we got our onion ready. Let's pull up our sausage real quick, and I will show you guys it sauteing in the pan in just a moment. And it says easy open. We'll see if I'm smart enough to open it easily. Okay, that was easy. I'm proud of them for not lying to me. Okay, smells good. I don't know how much of this we actually need, but we will get it up in little bits. I feel like this is enough to like make this type of ramen like all week, which is, I mean, not a bad thing. That I'm gonna say probably another piece of equal size to get a good onion to sausage ratio. Okay, beautiful sausage. Yeah, I can do one more slice. Okay, sick. So, I mean, unfortunately, I can't look at your guys' streams like your chats right now. I need to grab my laptop so that way I can see your guys' chats for a second. Okay. I'm thinking I throw the onions in first. These onions usually take longer to cook. We want to get them at least a little soft before we cook them. I'm thinking we'll cook all of it in a pan instead of or a pot instead of a can, because if we do it in a pot, then we can just basically add the ramen in there as well. And not have 30 more dishes. Okay. Just a little bit of oil. Probably a little too much there, but we will deal with it. Okay. And then while we let the oil heat up a bit, I'm going to grab my laptop so I can see your guys' chat. A piece of crap laptop I got for free that has gotten me through college thus far. Get that oil over the bottom of the pan fully. I wish we had another pot lying around. I honestly regret not doing 2 pots. Okay. PC battery is very low. Okay. I'll get that fixed in just a second. Oh, well, it just died. Okay, hold on. did I put my charger? Now all of China. Just saying. Everyone write it down, hurry. Okay. Okay. I can now see your guys' chats. Good news. Okay. We're going to throw the onion in first. Turn down that heat because it's going to be a little hot for what we're trying to do this here. Oh, I love cooking onion. It's so good. You have a great night, Caleb. I don't know if you've already left or not, but you have a great night. Sorry for my apartment. I haven't had really time to do anything. My laptop. How's Jack? I don't know. Jack's doing pretty good. I mean, 20 of them have stuck with me this long to running to the store and that. Well, I need the brand of sausage. I just did Hillshire Farms. I checked on the grocery store, didn't really have anything else. We got Rabid Beaver 2 before GTA 6. Why are there 2 beavers? What do you mean 2 beavers? Are you talking about my roommate that showed up in the background? No way, Beaver got his Lamborghini already. Okay, these are starting to get fairly well cooked. So we're going to get this sausage in here. And I will show you guys how we're looking in just a moment. Okay. We got some onion, we got some Hillshire. Get those going. It smells good. I'll give you that. It smells good. And that's without, like, you know, making ramen. So tell me, I'm actually curious. I bore my heart out to you guys about my dating stories. Tell me, do any of you have any fun dating stories? Or not so fun in the cases of my dating experience? The rest of the sausage in a bag for us. Or candy cane of sausage. Let me think. Aw, someone's shy. You're such a... I had a girl try to scam me once. Oh, God. Tell me, how did she try to scam you? Like, was she just trying to get money out of you? Like, what kind of scam were we talking about? Can't just leave us in suspense like that, Yoder. You know what's funny about this stream? Because we didn't actually end up ending the last stream, and this is still this stream, technically it's not going to count against me because of the fact that it's still technically a pseudo stream, which is awesome. And so it won't actually harm my YouTube analytics and my algorithm, which is awesome. Which is the main reason why I kind of stick to members only vids for like this kind of stuff, as well as this kind of stuff will start showing up on my Rabid Beaver's PP's channel. So if you guys want to go and subscribe to that, that just started this week. I'll be doing more other games on that. Someone donates $600 will eat sausage ramen for the rest of your life. I'll eat sausage ramen for the rest of the month. I wouldn't go so far as life. But awfully big talk from you when you don't have the money for even. Okay, it was from like 30-something-year-old woman, revolutionary, I know. It was from a dating app. She wanted me to download Kick so we can chat privately, though we're already talking about dating apps. Oh, dude, the moment that Kick is involved is like red flag. I will tell you guys another story, another side story. This is some PP lore, some damn lore here for you. I promise we'll have one more story. A few days later, we were talking, and she wanted to get some money from me. I forgot how, though. Okay, yeah. Okay, here's my story. For those of you who are children, please cover your ears for a little bit. Just for a hair, just for here or there, just give me like 30 seconds to a minute of you not listening. Starting now. I had a manager at one of my jobs try to sleep with me, and she would use Kick to try and get hookups. And she was my manager. She was also married with 2 kids. And so she would try to use my phone to get on Kick because her husband was monitoring her phone. At one point, she told me a ring doesn't cover a hole. She then tried to sleep with me. That was my 3rd offer of that in a week. I turned down all of them. Okay, we are back to being our regular PG to PG-13 selves. It'd be a good deal if you got it ready. Okay. We're going to throw this in a Tupperware container for now. Now that it's nice and cooked. And now we're going to work on our ramen. And then we will add this into our ramen at the very end. Okay, water is starting to boil now. Gosh, my eyes are still burning from those onions, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm gonna clean up my station real quick. Oh. Oh, that burns so bad. Burns so good. Is the manager a groomer? I couldn't tell you. I mean, I was over, I was over the age of consent at the time, so I would say no. Here, I'm gonna move chat closer so I'm not like trying to see chat. Why are all the married women in your state after you? Take me with you. Frozen milk magnet. Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy. I appreciate that, Pile My. I try. Younger, just in case, please stay away from my mother. If my mother was single, I'd set you up, Yoder. Hey, Age, welcome. Yes, we're basically listening to the dance stories. We had a couple people donate to, basically, apparently Vader Freeman has this amazing ramen recipe. And so we had a couple people donate to do that. And so this turned into a vlog where I went to the store, picked up the stuff for it. So we have this stuff to go in right now. And now we're just boiling the water and waiting for it to come to a boil. And then we'll add our seasoning. Speaking of which, we might as well go ahead and make our seasoning. We got a fun little Tupperware that we can put it in. It's just a teaspoon of each of the stuff, if I recall. What am I looking for? Half a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon. Here we go. Okay, so now let's get our stuff out. We need garlic powder, and it was salt and pepper, and then let's see, garlic powder, salt and pepper, cumin, which I bought. Garlic powder, salt and pepper, cumin. Oh, and red chili powder. So I gifted an albeit viewers that. If anyone's missing a dad, it sounds like Yoder in the chat is down. Hey, Vader Freeman, can you confirm that it's a teaspoon of each and not a tablespoon of each? I'm assuming it's a teaspoon of each. That sounds right. Wait, could you confirm for me real quick? Because I don't want to go to the other room and check. It's a lot of pepper. That's a lot of pepper. Okay. Garlic powder. It's a teaspoon. Okay, thank you. I mean, you got to remember, Vader Freeman, even if it's not like the greatest thing known to mankind, I'm still going to enjoy it because I've lived as a college student the last couple of years. Any kind of food is food. Like, I will enjoy it regardless. Do I actually have salt in here? Because when I'm cooking, I always use my salt grater. Do I actually have like regular table salt in here? If I do, I might have to just try and grind something. Oh, here we go. Found it. Ouch, son of a monkey. That hurt. On your 1/2 portion. Also, Age, since you're here, we've been telling really bad date stories. You got any fun, really bad date stories? Okay, garlic powder. Okay, now we just need the cumin. The ground cumin. There's the bag. Okay, got cumin. Water is almost ready, so we'll start throwing in the ramen here in a sec. I hope I have enough ramen for how much water I have. Let me check. Oh, that cumin is powerful. Okay, am I the only one? You can call me crazy if you want to, but am I the only one that thinks cumin has a hint of BO to the smell? Like I've always thought that like BO has a hint of cumin in it, and it drives me nuts because like it makes me almost not want to eat cumin. Leave me for her ex? Yeah. I mean, we're in the same boat, buddy. I mean, fair enough, dude. I will be careful of this human, and I'll get it out as fast as I can. One. Okay, there's my 2 things of cumin. I was on a dating site. Yeah, it's great in recipes. It's just by itself, it smells kind of funky. Um, oh gosh. I was on a dating site and met this girl who took me to an abandoned schoolhouse and then tried to teach me a lesson. The place was so full of bugs, we ended up cleaning things out and going our separate ways. Oh gosh, that sounds interesting to say the least. Okay. And just like that, my friends, we have our seasoning packet. Mike coming in with his 1 month member message. A beaver walks in a bar and says, "Is the bartender? What? Is the bartender?" Oh, that's good. That took me a second, but I like that. That is great. That is good. I like that a lot. I'm gonna have to remember that one. Trey, I was dating a girl that I kept wanting to take the next step with because I really liked her, but she didn't, and eventually broke up with me because she felt like we were in a loop, in her words. Okay. Huh. She was bored. Makes sense. That's an awful way to put that. I hate that so much. Like, I get the sentiment, and I get the idea behind it, but like, I don't know. That sounds like it would hurt. I'm sorry. That's rough. Okay. Our ramen is now boiling. Let's keep going. She regretted it and wanted me back. Oh my gosh. I was freaked out of it. I would be too, Paige. Yeah, it's Nova. Literally, all you had to say is I dated a horse girl. You didn't have to add the second part. It was 100% just inherent in what you said. The Gear 12 Savages of girls. Um, are you talking about? I don't know if I should say that. I feel like Hagrid shouldn't have said that. Nope, not have said that. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna say that one. That was an intrusive thought if I thought of one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're not gonna discuss that. Okay, children, close your ears for 30 seconds.
I meant close your ears, not close down the stream. Hey, DD8, 1 second. I'm gonna have to charge my phone. Apparently, it's dying. So give me just a sec, guys. Okay, let me check the recipe. Okay, now you guys can give me 30 seconds. Yes, cooking with Beaver is what we're doing, DD8. 100%. Okay, everyone, I need 30 seconds of PG-13. So everyone close your ears if you were a child. I don't even remember what we were talking about. What were we talking about again? Oh, yes. Would you say that horse girls are like two girls in a level 1 cup? Oh gosh. Is my mom single? No, my mom is not single. Let me check. Does this okay, I literally like BS this entire recipe just based off of the pictures. And I was just like, I'm sure this is how you're supposed to make it. Ingredients. I swear, I don't need an essay. Just please give me the way to cook it. Okay. I honestly probably put too much seasoning in. But I'm gonna assume it's still good. Okay. Placing. Okay, sweet. There's an essay view that's that good. Okay. Also, I gotta admit that cumin with that sausage smells amazing. Like, it does smell amazing. Okay, so the food is done, so I'm not gonna bother with the whole going and getting the cooking stream back up. I'm just gonna go grab the pot and then we'll do the reaction to it. Yeah, I think I put a little too much seasoning in. I doubled the seasoning just because I was doing 2 packets of ramen. But here it says 3 cups of water per thing of seasoning, and I did 4 cups of water for 2 sets of seasoning. So, let me get my headphones back on so I can actually hear the music myself. Okay, and we're back. I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay. And we actually have a screen for this, surprisingly enough. Okay. Okay, first things first, let's try a bit of this sausage. Yeah, I could add a little bit more water if I wanted to, but we're going to try this. Let's see if I can get a good angle on this. So, you know, we got the sausage here, got some ramen, and honestly, it looks like reddish tinged beef flavoring. We got the little bits of onion, of course. Delicious onion. You should read controversial posts on r/Galaxy Heroes. Yeah, Pie oh my, that's not gonna happen. Give me just a sec. Added a bit of water because the seasoning was a little much. There's a Nooch hate thread? No way. Can someone send that to me? I'm curious. Wait, is there a Beaver hate thread? Dude, I would be so excited if there was a Beaver hate thread. Oh my gosh. Yotter said you look like... Would you guys stop depressing me? I told you my deepest, darkest secrets of dating, and you guys are gonna sit here and depress me with the fact that you're gonna call me Nikado Avocado and Sam Tarley. Like, oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. When will the Star Wars PC client be out? Keep in mind, sorry if I'm a little quiet. I can't really tell my my Streamlabs is glitching a bit. I'm gonna have to delete Streamlabs and re-download it. I think it's starting to get glitchy. Limitless, if you go over to the just type in Swago beta, and you can actually get into the PC beta still. I don't know when the client will be out, but the PC beta is being put out in waves, and so you still have the chance of getting in. I'm going to say I'm going to dial back the salt a bit. Let's see. I'm going to dial back the salt a bit. Probably put half the amount of salt in. Increase the cumin by like a quarter. And then I think this would be pretty fire. Like, I think it has a lot of the pieces that it needs, but I feel like the flavors, like the saltiness is kind of overpowering the cumin flavor. And so I'm just getting a whole lot of, like, there's a hint of cumin, quite a bit of pepper, like with the pepper as well as the crushed pepper. And so I think upping the cumin a bit will go a long ways, but overall this is solid. Like, I would eat this over beef ramen most days. Like, honestly good. Yeah, Andrew, that's about right. Yeah, you're not wrong. You gotta slurp that ramen, bro. Let's see if I can get a good slurp. Did you guys hear that? Or is it too quiet? Explain the taste in some go terms. Let me think for a second. Think Quadme, where it reads really well on paper and you look at the kit and you're like, this looks really, really cool and I like the idea, but it's just missing a thing or two to make it amazing, and just adding in that Qui-Gon and adding in that Obi-Wan will make it absolutely perfect. And so I think maybe some beef stock added in here might improve it just a bit, because I feel like it's missing just a layer of taste. But I think increasing the cumin will do that same thing, and decreasing the salt, because with garlic powder as well, garlic powder as well as salt, I feel like it's just the salt is overpowering. So I would say I would compare it to Quadme, where it looks really good on paper and it's still good. Like, I still enjoy it, but, like, it needs those marquee characters. You need to add the Omicrons to the ramen. Omar Angels. Finish Dark Trooper or Star Seer? Are you talking about a Star Killer Seer team? That's weird. That's a weird team to have. Oh, Star Up Seer team. I would finish Dark Trooper first. That's a cleanup crew for GLs. That's a instant win for a lot of battles. Like, I feel like that's something you can't sleep on. Also, you can honestly do both. You can star up the Seer team while you're working on a character. So, like, I don't think it's necessarily one or the other, Omar. For the Zetas, I think you'd need both the Zetas. I think the sausage and the onions really do a good job. I do think the seasoning, if I were to dial it back a bit, honestly would do more with the sausage and the onions. And I think I also would leave it on the stove simmering for a bit with the sausage and the onions, because both of those Zetas, if you can just let them simmer in, I feel like the flavor would come out a little bit more into the broth. And so I think both of those Zetas are vitally important overall for the dish, but also if you can learn how to use them right, I think is going to make this dish pop. Nice, Papa. I'm proud of you. Unfortunately, Yoder, I don't drink. Which, the podcast I got invited onto, apparently they plan on, like, drinking while they're while they're streaming and everything. And I'm like, I don't drink, but I'll come and hang out with you guys. So keep an eye out on Thursday. Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. We're gonna be hopping into a podcast. Okay. Oh. This is okay. This is one that this is one I'm starting to get, which is interesting because, like, Nooch is a huge streamer at this point. But, like, I keep getting stuff like this where it's like, who are you? Why do you have any valid opinions whatsoever? And, like, it honestly hurts my feelings a bit. It does, I will admit. But, like, you know, I'm here trying to help the community, so it doesn't bother me as much as it probably should. Gosh, yeah, this is great. I wonder if there's one for me. Does anyone know if there's one for me? Rabid Beaver Hate. Is there one for me? SLKR Tier 1. No, not there. Player. So you gotta beat this 5 times in a row. Yeah, if I look up anything about me, if I look up Rabid Beaver, all it is people commenting to use my guides. Dang, I'm not popular enough, guys. Can you guys start a Reddit thread so I can read through it in my off time? How would you mod this ramen? I think we already discussed that. Modding it with a little bit more cumin and, you know, dialing back the critical salt would be a great idea, Yoder. Also, congratulations to whoever's kickball league that is. I missed that comment. What was it? Ballin. Just got back from my kickball league. You're undefeated? Congratulations, dude. That's awesome. Every loss is 2 shots of pure vodka. How much to shave your head on the stream? I've considered letting you guys choose my facial hair. Like, if you guys want me to try mutton chops or something, I've considered doing that. But I don't think I'd be willing to let you guys control my hair for the simple reason that I really don't think I'll look good bald. And so that's something I'm actually worried about. I'll get a buzz cut, but like a hair bugs me. Like, I hate doing my hair so much. I have done my hair more for streams than I have in my regular life in the last couple of years. Like, I get dressed up for you guys because I want to look good on stream. I want to look professional enough that you guys trust me to give you guys advice. And so I don't like the idea of doing anything with my hair. Age, the potency's already a little high. Yes, Papa, I remember, and I'm glad you're here today. Beaver got a high ego. Wait, I'll make the Rabid Beaver hate subreddit. Thank you, Vader Freeman. Luthen, hold on, we'll pull it up. This is a surprising one. I keep getting this question in stream. He's from Andor. So this is Luthen. He's like Andor's mentor slash the guy who gets him into the Rebel Alliance and actually believes in him as something more than just a douche. And he's like everyone's favorite character from Andor. I'd say second favorite character because I think all of us know that Andy Serkis plays the favorite character of everyone. Have I ever let it grow?
On I guess both channels here because I guess
The longest I've ever gotten is to about here. I've never really gone past that. And then I started shaving into the goatee recently. So it's been the last couple of months. Yeah, going full on beard at that point.
Let's get it up and running.
So yeah, that's about as far as I've gotten it out. It's just, you know, a solid like inch and a half out. Got a prepared lifter? Oh, sad. Yeah. One day we'll get a prepared lifter. I mean, we have Dash at least. But I would love to be able to use young Han and Lando. Oh, how much to let it grow out? Define let it grow out. How long are you looking for? Are you just like, are you wanting me to do this? Or are you wanting me to just grow it all out? Fair. Sure, JP. I got some time. Throw it in the Discord. Actually, this is probably a terrible idea to continue streaming. I will do JP Sereno's, and then I'm going to bed. Because I have work in less than 8 hours, and I just realized that. Dealing with Dylan, do you have Inquisitors? Oh, I still have to do my dailies. Oh, I'm gonna die. Guys, I'm gonna die. Okay, I was gonna say with Inquisitors, it's super easy. Well, that was an unfortunate RNG. The removal of turn meter on Grand Inquisitor was unfortunate. If I had him a little faster, if I had Grand Inquisitor fastest on this team, it'd be super, super easy. But basically with Grand Inquisitor's unique, it says basically just kill off shield generator immediately. GL Ray is your best tune. Yeah, I haven't figured out how to do it with GL Ray. Can I have your body if you die? Don't quote me on it, but yes. Oh, sorry. My bad. I forgot to. That better. But yeah, like, you watch this, and it's just, the shield generator just dies. Because every time someone dodges, it deals true damage to everyone, which includes the shield generator. And so you do that, all of a sudden shield generator's at 18. You do that, all of a sudden it's a 7. Like, it's just, it gets disgusting quickly. Throw that, all of a sudden it's gone entirely. Hit that, you know, still doing true damage to everyone. So, like, that's just how you work it, is just Grand Inquisitor. Inquisitor and Gungan's CG knows what they're doing when they develop a collector challenger on the 2 least developed factions in the game. Technically, I've also beaten number 10 with the Gungans with the Phalanx Omicron. Anyways. Okay. Quick roster review. I'm not going to go super far into it. I apologize. Whoever you are, JP Sereno. JP Sereno, you're Sari, right? You have to be Sari. Yes, I have the Phalanx Omi. Someone donated $69 to apply it. Knights of Ren Squad would be pretty dank. My eyes are still burning from that frickin' working on JML and Executor as we speak. Yeah, my eyes are still burning from that onion. I love the fact that you have the Qui-Gon Omicron. You're at the point where you could drop the Treya Omicron and it's going to put in work. You already have a Relic Savage, so a Treya Omicron is going to be fairly warranted. I would put Executor over JML personally, but I'm not going to get mad at you if you do it the other way around. Overall, I would like to see a Relic 5 Savage. I would like to see a Relic 5 of another character that I saw. I think it was Starkiller. Yeah, Starkiller. But, I mean, not strictly necessary, but definitely something that's very helpful for both of those characters. Speaking of, don't sleep on this farm. You have Admiral Piet. Make sure you get a Veer Zeta, a Piet Zeta, and a Relic Dark Trooper as soon as you can. I'm not saying drop everything into them now, but I'm saying after you get your Executor, it is a good farm for you to start doing. Mommy Bow is worth it. It doesn't connect to any farms, Andres, and so it makes it hard for me to say yes. I love the farm. I love the characters. If it's a PP for you, go for it. But if not, I would leave it in the same category as Afro, where it's get to it when you can. If you need a fun little PP, go for it. But otherwise, it's not necessary. Yeah, if you can grind a Marin in the background, it will help this Night Sister bundle that you have lying around. Perfect. Let's see how much hate I get. I'll enjoy it. Or I'll cry in my room for the next week. We'll see. I'm kind of on the fence. Okay, so I love the fact that you have TIE Echelon, you've got your, like, Star Fortress, so you're taking the time to finish your fleets. I hope you've already started on your BTLB. Okay, sweet. It looks like you already had gas lying around, or, like, you started that farm in general. Overall, I don't see a problem with your farms. I would put Executor first. I would like to see a Savage Relic 5. I would like to see a Starkiller Relic 5. Your Panic farm should be Treya getting the Omicron, and then perchance a Marin. Eventually, I want to see you have a Marin at 5 stars, so keep it going. Perchance an Imperial Trooper squad later down the road. All you need is that Relic Dark Trooper and then the 2 Zetas, and you are golden. Did he buy hyperdrive? I mean, we can check. Just look for level 80 characters at like 5-star. Yeah, it looks like that's a level 80 Darth Maul, level 80 Darth Sidious. Yeah, he bought the hyperdrive bundle. Yeah, I am sleepy. I've got work in less than 8 hours. I think I am done for the night. When it comes to things, if you guys want to stay, you can. I'm going to do my dailies really quick, because, you know, if I don't do them now, I'm going to forget, and if I don't do my free-to-play now, it doesn't get done because I only have time to play it once a week. There's our win. Triple wins in Kyber 2. We are dominating our opponents, guys. Absolutely clapping. Okay, let's get this small. What made the difference was Zori at Gear 9 and Iden Versio. Those are the two teams that got holds. And then also I got a hold on the Radis and Fleets. Why is this still not showing up? Did I accidentally already claim it? I feel like I didn't. We'll wait a little bit longer and see, because I'm not sure if we actually won on this account. Gotta set Guild Territory War defense. Yeah, luckily I did that at the beginning of this stream. Okay. Hold on. Before we start going through dailies, let me purchase my energy. I need to see who I need for that. Yeah, I just need that. See you later, Trey. Thanks, Andreas. Andreas? I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Up our game on the speeder bike raid, so stupid. It'll be over in a couple months. That's ridiculous, dude. That, like, getting it that late is wild. I think I've been using a lot of these. Yeah, I've been using a lot of those. Gosh, the drop rates on these Chirotechs are just atrocious, dude. There's 2 PC chests? That's where I got my Gungan shards, then Chirotechs during the bonus drops. I had 1.4k energy. Holy shiz. You should just create your own hate community. Perfect. I mean, my Reddit account does not match my actual username for YouTube because I didn't know you had to, like, do that when you first made your account. Thought it was something I could change. Turns out you can't, which is kind of stupid in my opinion, but hey, whatever. Long live the damn empire, I'm guessing you're saying, Papa. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, the Gungan shard drops are actually really good compared to the shard drops for like the Chirotechs. The Chirotechs are just awful. What will I do when my 2 accounts meet up? I really doubt they ever will. Sure, go for it. Oh, gosh. Dude, we should get everyone, like, flooding it with just, like, mildly stupid things. Just mildly irritating things. Like, nothing actually, like, blatantly hate. Just, like, I hate the fact that he drinks soda during streams. How dare he? Just, like, stuff like that. Like, he rubs his nose too much on stream, and it bugs the shit out of me. You took my wife and kids. I love that. It distracts me from his guys. Oh, I would love that so much. Gosh, this account takes so much less time to go through. This is why I usually do my dailies both on BlueStacks. It's just because it makes it so they are comparable in overall time it takes for anything to load. And things are in the same place, so I'm not accidentally spending stuff in the wrong spot. Oh, my eyes are still burning, guys. Holy shiz. Why are my eyes burning? I love that so much, Vader Freeman. Perfect. Anything just like, even just slightly controversial, immediately post it. I love it when people treat my, like, takes as, like, hot takes that are just wildly ridiculous to them. I think that's probably my favorite post that I get. Because, like, people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you would possibly suggest that you would go for Executor over over Profundity. And it's like, I mean, you have to get the ships for Executor on the way to Profundity. It makes sense. Do you not like to swear? I have quite the potty mouth. And I've been trying to be better about it, especially on streams, because you actually get less monetization and can get less advertisers if you are swearing on stream a lot. And it's something I used to not swear at all, and then I just got around friends that swear a ton, and so I started swearing a ton. And so it's something I'm trying to get out of the habit out of the habit of. Don't get demonized. Everyone make sure your mods are right and everything for locking into GAC today. I think it's my last one for this account. Yeah, that's my last thing for this account. This account still has 2 more characters. Yeah, it just, whoever you're around, you start to adopt their mannerisms hard, even if you like consciously recognize that you don't like their mannerisms, you're still gonna pick up on them because it's just how humans have learned to adapt. Oh, my eyes are in pain. Let's see. We're gonna need some chirotechs on this account. This account needs to spend its fleet energy. There's the fleet energy. I'm getting sleepy, man. I'm there, right there with you, dude. I want to go to bed. Like I don't even know if I'm gonna get the kit reveal out tomorrow, and if I do, it's gonna be in the evening. I'm not gonna have time because I got work very early, and it's one of the busier days of the week, and so yeah, I'm probably not gonna have time. Okay, so that's done. Now all we need to do is basically relic 7 something for our guild, and we are done for the day, and that's basically it. Thank you for those who have stayed so far. To unlock Riva next territory battles, I have everything ready for her except all her teammates. Yes, you need that cash list so you can buy more ramen. Exactly. Worst fit in Star Wars. I know the exact scene they're talking about, IDK. I love that so much. Tis been a journey. Fun fact, this is actually my best friend, one of our 2 artists, singing this. Who has the softest trip? That sounds dirty. Okay. I did not know I was going to send you on a side quest. Fair. Yeah, just go for it. I'm not going to bother right now with the whole... We got to make sure we do it 5 battles at a time. Okay. Getting some solid Zetas in our account, guys. Okay, tomorrow we will have a Relic 7 Grand Inquisitor, and we will have started our way into getting our stuff for our guild done. I think that's it, though. We've already finished all of our placements for Territory Wars. I love how many chirotechs I just have laying around right now. Okay. And let's just double check, make sure that we are locked in for Grand Arena on both accounts. Have it fully done. Okay, locked in. And we are done with Territory War. I think that's everything on our accounts. Sick, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. There it is. Okay, let's see. There it is. Okay. Big thanks to all of you being here. You are all amazing people. I love you so much for joining me on my side quest that I ended up going on. You guys are beautiful people. Big thanks to those who have contributed to the Beaver Dam today, including its Nova, Wep, and Yotter. You guys are awesome for sending me on that side quest, as well as Unorthodox with the Canadian Baconaroonies. Our Damn Sugar Daddy is currently ADP. We'll make sure we get him that Damn Sugar Daddy tag in Discord, where he can proudly display that he has binged on the channel. Big thanks to our damn best members, former and current. As always, they stay right here on our main page. Big thanks to all of our members. Keep an eye out. We do have some member content coming this weekend. We will put out a formal announcement here in the next couple of days, but keep an eye out. I love each and every one of you. Oh, we got a hate comment on oh, I'm so excited to see it. Okay, sweet. But yeah, this party's over, guys. We will see if we can find someone to raid if you guys want to. If you guys want to see if we can raid someone, throw it in the comment section now. If not, we'll just end up here and we'll just kind of close it out for the night. How much have you spent on your main account this year? Yeah, eat sausage ramen, carbs good. It's got to be at least $1,000. It was. I probably spent. Yeah, it's probably been about $1,000 at this point. Because it was 650 for the, or 550 for the Gungans, as well as an additional 100 somewhere around there for Chirotex for other characters during the time of farming those characters. So wish you could rate the gaming Beaver. That's still cheaper than Genshin. Fair enough. Okay, you guys have a wonderful night. We're not going to look for a raid tonight. It is late at night. I doubt anyone is streaming. I love each and every one of you. Kisses on the forehead. Good night. I love each and every one of you. And I will see you guys in the next video.